fan juice.
I mean, it's starting now. We're streaming right now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Howdy, hey, hey.
Howdy, hey, hey.
Right. Howdy, hey, hey.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm a good boy.
Matt, would you like to start so I can finish my dinner?
Oh, sure. Oh, I like the picture, by the way. Yeah.
Hi, Matt.
What picture?
Hi. Just Bobby Roode right before he makes sex with the
Oh, the new championship, yeah.
Yeah.
They all look the same.
Even though, yeah, they all look exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid. Hate it.
Yeah. You are not wrong. It is stupid. Let me just grab my NXT Championship belt, the original.
I used to care about the NXT title.
Zuck. Right.
Now I don't.
Right, so let's see.
Title.
I
I don't even know what's happening to Takeover Brooklyn.
Zuck. Do you know? Right.
No, I don't.
Take over Brooklyn. We got. Let's see.
Yeah, but wait, let's go through all the big stuff through the year. You just go through all the big stuff.
Take over Brooklyn. Just start from the beginning of the year. Let's see.
Yeah, but wait, let's go
WrestleMania.
What happened at the beginning of the year? Shit. Well, we did
know.
one. We did one for Royal Rumble, so we'll do after that. It's all the stuff that happened after the Royal Rumble. I'm sure
Not
there's
a
like
whole
one or two things. I'm sure. Are we just talking about NXT first, or?
I mean, anything really.
I mean,
yeah. I mean, we'll go through NXT and then like SmackDown, Raw, 205.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about, and then we'll
Watch that.
talk SummerSlam, and then, yeah, and then that'll be cool days.
Right.
Cool days
So
for
there's-
beans.
I think there was Orlando and then Chicago.
Let's just do a quick wiki search, why not? I mean, I honestly don't remember a lot about wrestling this year.
Nothing's happened.
Yeah,
well-
nothing at all.
Well,
Yeah.
the no Takeover Orlando right before WrestleMania was Sanity against Dillinger, Roderick Strong, Cassius Ohno, and Ruby Riott, which I'm still iffy on.
Yeah, I'm kind of. Iffy
That
on
was
that.
Aleister Black's debut, I think. In NXT,
sure.
or his first pay-per-view match, at least. I don't know.
I feel like he missed it. I thought he missed like the first two pay-per-views for.
He beat Andrade Cien Almas.
Like everyone, yeah.
Goddamn strippers.
I mean, everyone goes over him when they're new, so.
The tag
He
team.
reminds me of Bull Dempsey, where he's just there for.
Bull fit. Yeah.
The triple threat elimination tag team title match. DIY, Authors of Pain, and the Revival.
Yeah, huh?
One of the best matches of the year, but not the best.
No.
But it was really cool seeing DIY and Revival working together and hitting
Yeah. They always
each other's moves.
They always do magic together, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll let you sort of take the lead on the NXT stuff.
Well, just as far as NXT stuff, just briefly like running through what matches actually happened.
Yeah.
Asuka successfully defended against Ember Moon at Takeover Orlando.
Well, kind of in a heel way,
with
right?
some shady tactics.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
Is she's a tweener now, right?
I'd say so. They because they've run out of people to face her as far as top heels. So now when they need a face to face her, she can just play the heel.
Mm.
But they know people will cheer for her anyways.
Yeah.
Basically.
So like after that, when she got into whether it's facing the Iconic Duo or I really liked her stuff with Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
They had a fantastic last woman standing match. A couple months ago now?
Was it?
So that was just on an episode of NXT. That wasn't a takeover.
That's
And
probably
then Bobby Roode, of course, defending against Shinsuke Nakamura in Shinsuke Knock's last match on NXT.
Oh yeah.
I was almost a little disappointed because they just did the same exact story. Oh, he hurt his leg. Oh, and he beat him.
Yeah. Can I? Let's get into this a bit. Bobby Roode, right?
Mhm.
in my opinion, I don't find him interesting to watch in the ring at all. He's very.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed.
I feel like he's very boring to watch. It's very kind of average stuff. I mean, he knows how to get the crowd worked up, and he can tell a good story. But I don't know if I know he had a big hype coming in, but I just feel like he's very kind of average in the ring from what I've seen.
Yeah, I feel like that either they're not letting him show enough, or he's just not as. I don't think this next one is the case, but he's not amazing as maybe he's been hyped up to be. I think they just not. I haven't seen enough to impress me at all. He's been kind of bland.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Every match just feels like his. I just feel like I've got no excitement with his matches. Like his upcoming match against Drew McIntyre. Eh.
Right.
Thing is, he's a good wrestler.
The reason I'm going to tune into that is because it's going to be a good match, but I'm pretty much only watching to see if they're willing to pull the trigger on Drew already with no story behind it. Because he only just became #1 contender, and I don't think they've done anything yet.
Well, Drew hasn't really had much to do since he came back. So.
Right, he hasn't really had anything to do except squash people. So
yeah. I mean, that's #1 contendership.
Most of the time,
right?
One of NXT's specialties has been their storytelling, and this is just going to be a straight up good wrestling match. Is that enough for them to?
That's where they excel. That's where they excel, though. Their storytelling.
Yeah. Then NXT Takeover Chicago was a month and a half later. It was Roderick Strong defeating Eric Young in the opening match. Still don't know what they're doing with Strong. He's just got this I have a family gimmick.
Have you seen NXT? The latest one?
No, I've only heard about Aleister Black against Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, I've never heard of him before he went there. And yeah, I don't know. On the NXT, the latest one, Roderick Strong, kind of. Yeah, I don't know. He went out to Regal and said he wants Bobby Roode again for some reason. Some family stuff. And then he just said he's already got his match against Drew, so...
So, tough shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Fuck you, Roderick Strong. You don't get what you want.
Yeah. Because they did that championship match just on a random episode of NXT.
Which was good, to be fair. It was a good match.
It was good, yeah, sure.
I like Roderick Strong's style. He's quite hard-hitting for a guy who has the charisma of a cat.
Right.
Yeah, that's insulting to some cats.
Alright, maybe not piano cat, but...
Takeover Chicago had what I think might be the match of the year. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate for the UK Championship.
Such a good match.
It was. You could. I mean, here's the thing, right? Because
I'm stunned it wasn't rated 5 stars.
Well, it's opinion, isn't it? I guess, but
it's 4.75.
Like to some people, well, here's the thing. In the UK, like outside of WWE, sort of Magic Land, obviously Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, and Trent Seven, the three of them make up the British Strong Style faction, and they all hold championships and all this. But in WWE life, in the world of this, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne have an absolute hatred for each other, and it just works because they just put on good stuff all the time. Not really sure what they're doing with the UK Championship, really, because it only ever appears randomly on NXT.
It's just kind of coming and going.
Oh, and the next NXT, it's going to be Pete Dunne versus fucking Jack Gallagher.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how people earn their title shots for that title, but they just kind of get it. It's going to be good.
Same way Jack Gallagher earned the last UK title shot.
Yeah.
Tyler Bate. He's British.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
The mainstream WWE audience kind of knows who he is.
I think the problem is the fact that apparently they were going to have a show for the UK Championship, and why have they had all these cuts? Can we just talk about that real quick? Why is a company with that much money having cuts? fair enough. There's no more purple ropes on Raw for the cruiserweight matches. I like that. That's fine.
They cut back the fireworks too.
No fireworks, no pyro, no smoke.
Like how much money are they losing right now? They're making more money than ever.
They're cutting shows left.
It's just
talking smack.
The ratings aren't as high, but they're making more money than they ever have.
Talking smack is gone. I mean, we'll talk about that when we get to SmackDown. But
that's.
If they got rid of people like Brock Lesnar as well, they'd be able to do stuff with that money to like keep a pyro stuff.
Mm.
Oh,
like
why? Because they would actually have their title on the show, the main title.
For one, yeah.
Yeah.
But then they're paying Lesnar the big bucks just to keep him around for
just for a few appearances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
It's the same thing with all the part timers that come back. I can't imagine how much Goldberg was probably paid just to fucking bang his head on the door and start bleeding, and then just snort in the ring and.
Can we not talk about Goldberg?
Say,
please?
oh, I can't wait to. I love my family. I can't wait to wrestle in front of them for the first time. Shut up.
Every time I hear anyone talk about Goldberg, I'm just like, ugh, here we go.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about him. I don't even want to talk about him negatively because I just can't stand him. He's just boring.
Honestly, I haven't even. I've kind of forgot about him for the most part, except for right now, just because I'm recapping. Back to TakeOver Chicago. Yeah. There was a triple threat women's championship match: Asuka, Ruby Riott, Nikki Cross. It was fine.
Wasn't it meant to be the Fatal 4-Way with Ember Moon in it, but she got injured?
Yeah, right. And she got hurt.
I have to say, I expected
in
more
the number one contenders match. And
yeah, like you said, Martin, that match was quite short, right?
Yeah, really short. Like, it's almost like it was rushed.
And they had Asuka win by pinning both of them at the same time. Are you kidding me?
Very weird. Very odd. But isn't that the one where CM Punk was there live watching it, and like loads of people like shitting their pants?
Shit. That Photoshop, yeah.
Yeah, and everyone was like going nuts about it. Oh my god, he's going to NXT!
Yeah, because it was in Chicago.
Yeah, because he would get to NXT, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He would be instantly put into a title shot, like any main roster spot at all.
It was followed by a weird NXT Championship match. It was a good match, but Bobby Roode and Hideo Itami, and I really liked it.
I didn't.
Considering the lack of build-up, I thought it was better than what I was expecting.
I was nearly asleep.
But what was weird about the match was, in the end, a resilient champion overcomes a bad injury to quell his opponent.
Yeah.
That is the guy that won is a heel. What the fuck?
Well, Hideo's heel now,
Roode,
so it works. It's fine.
Both of them were like injured, but Bobby Roode is the one who persevered and dug deep down to survive his injury and retain.
The heroic comeback and
he had the heroic comeback. Why is the heel getting the heroic comeback? I mean, it's different, but it was weird. It just made Hideo look really bad.
Here's my opinion, right? The WWE don't know how to book an actual babyface at all.
Not if they don't have a clue.
Nope.
Heels, they get heels down fine.
Every babyface, every babyface is an idiot. Every single one, except for the ones that are like tweeners. Maybe. Even then, they're kind of stupid.
Bailey's a perfect example.
Please don't talk about Bailey. We've got to talk about her when we get to Raw.
Kendo stick on a pole match. Can Bailey get extreme?
No.
No, she can't.
Stupid bitch. Anyway,
they could have plucked that Izzy kid from the stands and put her in the ring against Alexa Bliss, and she would have had a better match.
Well, have you seen that picture where she's actually like a big Alexa Bliss fan now? Yeah. I was like, wow, someone's following the crowd.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then the best thing about that show, the NXT Championship match and the ladder match, Authors of Pain and DIY.
Yeah.
Although it was a little bit weird because all the steel ladders were clearly made of wood. And they broke some, and I thought that was kind of awkward.
The worst ladders I've ever seen in a show.
They were so bad.
They took wooden ladders, painted them black, and told us they were steel.
Yeah.
It
It was.
And they had multiple spots planned for people to go through ladders. Right.
It was
Amazing match. Loved it. The turn at the end was pretty damn awesome.
Why don't we? I don't remember much. Like, there's just not much has happened really for me. Like, I just feel like all NXT is lately is it's indie guys coming in and getting like
pretty much. I'm not really keeping track as much right now.
I miss the my favorite time watching NXT. I remember all this way back. Bo Dallas shocks the world, beats Biggie Langston.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
And everyone was like, "Who is this guy?" And then he became an absolute master heel champion.
Right.
And it was like, it's amazing to think that Bo and Neville, and like that sort of, they were like top.
That was the golden days of NXT.
Bo versus Neville.
Back when the first takeover happened.
Yeah, Bo and Neville in the ladder match was great, and then obviously the journey of Sammy becoming champion through Neville.
Yes.
Was absolutely amazing, and Neville was like kind of flickering on heel, and I was like, he could not work as a heel. Clearly, we're wrong in today's world, but yeah, and then obviously Sammy got it, and then the whole KO thing, and then I feel like after Kevin Owens lost it to Finn Balor, around the Finn Balor time. That's when it was like, yeah, let's just bring in a couple hundred indie guys real quick and put them to the top. Let's not build any of our own guys. Like, no way, Jose. They
have Samoa Joe debut as a face and confront Kevin Owens, and they don't do anything with that.
Remember Joe's really good theme music when he debuted?
I don't.
I mean, it's his theme music. It was basically what it is now. Take away everything that's intimidating and badass about it.
Oh,
you can find it on YouTube. Trust me, it's really bad. I'd happily play it, but you know, copyright and all. I'm not sure they'd even care. Like, they probably want to get rid of that. It's really bad. They only had it for like a week and a half.
It can't have been Jim Johnston who made that.
I have no idea. But yeah, what other what big kind of like debuts were there this year? Because I know we've had Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly and John Cena and Timmy Turner.
Besides Aleister Black, I mean,
who?
I still don't know how I feel about.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tommy N.
No, actually, I prefer Aleister Black as a name. To be honest, I like the way every time someone gets a new name for WWE. Like Cassius Ohno. He's not Chris Hero, they're gonna be buried!
He's back, by the way.
Yeah, he's back, he's great. I'm not sure about his ring gear.
Tommy's a heel now. That's
interesting.
I mean, whatever.
I honestly feel like his steam's gone now. He's just too much injury.
Yeah, it was gone because he got hurt too much.
Yeah, you think about it, he came in as hot as Finn Balor, like when they both joined NXT. And in that, by this time, Hideo's finally had one NXT Championship match. He lost. Finn Balor's already been Universal Champion.
Hey, but one thing Hideo did do, he beat the Ascension in his debut. Remember that? Remember that cool team, the Ascension? Longest reigning tag champs ever?
I feel like I'm gonna be depressed when we talk about all this main roster stuff.
What is it about the twist from NXT to main roster that fucks them over so badly?
I wish I knew.
Yeah.
Because look at Ty Dillinger. What's he done? Like,
they
went straight down.
They haven't done that for all. Like, some of the top guys they've handled well enough, like Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
But coming out and beating John Cena's debut, that was great.
American Alpha.
We'll get there when we get to the main
Here's
roster.
their gimmick. They're a good team.
And American.
Hooray! Yes.
Woo! They are the Alpha. Hooray.
Did you know that Chad Gable's a former Olympian?
It would have made more sense.
Jason Jordan's a collegiate athlete? Really?
Oh, that's like. Did you know that Authors of Pain?
Chad Gable.
The Authors of Pain don't actually have books and they don't write in them.
Haven't we already seen multiple final chapters in the book?
Yeah, I feel like he says final chapter a lot. That Paul Ellering guy.
Yeah.
The final chapter in the book of the Authors of Pain.
I mean,
cool.
Does he just keep writing new book? Do they have a book series?
I
They
think
start a new book each time they have a new victim. Like,
I think they have a new book every time a new Call of Duty comes out.
oh yeah, that's about right.
This
That's
isn't bad.
Yeah, like one a year, maybe.
Yeah.
But what else is there though? Like,
What? Anything else about NXT?
I mean, Bobby Roode's kind of a boring champion now. Doesn't really do much, in my opinion.
Asuka's still undefeated.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Didn't she pass Goldberg's record?
She did, yeah.
She's broken
Officially the
quite
longest
a few.
recognized streak in history.
She's broke quite a few records now, hasn't she?
Is she going to defend against Ember Moon again?
Yes, she is indeed.
Okay.
Is Ember Moon still injured?
No, she's back.
No, she's back.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about Ember Moon? Let's talk about Ember Moon real quick. Because everyone's saying she's the most legitimate chance of dethroning Asuka. Because I agree. I don't feel like anyone's...
I agree, but I don't feel like that's saying much.
No, I don't feel like Ember Moon is on Asuka level. But like, I know Ember Moon is the closest. But
Do you think...
she's still not there. Charisma-wise, definitely not. But
the real question is Asuka on the Neville level?
No. No one is on the Neville level unless you have the power of Tazawa.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
To be fair, I do love that. I love Tazawa. But, I don't know, like... If Ember Moon doesn't beat Asuka, how are we gonna... Is it gonna be like a...
Are they
when
Paige, gonna do something where...
Like, you know,
she just relinquishes it and goes up to the main roster never lost.
Well, she didn't relinquish it first. She
didn't first. She came up and won the championship.
And then they were like, you can't defend it on both shows. You have to relinquish it. I was like,
so she
fuck
had no
you.
Choice. Yeah.
That's the only... to be honest, I think I prefer that. Because then Asuka remains undefeated one-on-one pin submission.
Right. I'm so worried that they're just going to mess her up.
Oh, they will.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't you worry about that, my sunshine. They will.
They've already got you covered there, buddy.
I mean, to be honest...
success in NXT and she's Japanese. That's 2 reasons why they're going to fuck her up.
I mean, yeah, Nakamura, apart from becoming #1 contender over Cena, what's he actually done that's memorable on SmackDown?
Oh, he beat Dolph Ziggler
500 times.
Yeah.
He had a few matches with Baron Corbin.
He's probably about to again.
Big Barry C. Barry C.
The thing is that Ember Moon on NXT now, she's probably the top of the competition, but there is no other competition.
That's what I mean. Because Asuka's already beaten like Nikki Cross, Ruby Riott. She's beaten Billie Kay, Peyton Royce. Who else is there?
Back when like Paige, there's plenty of competition.
The Paige and Emma. That was the days.
Yeah.
To be fair though, I've always been a fan of the NXT women's division though, more than the main roster stuff.
Right.
I feel like the women's division in NXT just has like the matches. They just give the matches time. Like even Mickie James came back for that match against Asuka. I can't believe I used that.
I'm a little bit impressed with that match.
Yeah, it was okay.
Mickie James, it was better than expected.
Yeah, it was better than I thought because I didn't know what she was going to be like coming back.
Yeah, because the last.
No, obviously she hasn't been sitting on her ass for 7 years like they'd have you believe. Wrestling other places, but
just saying that, what's she doing on Raw right now? Just take it.
Literally nothing.
Take it back to NXT.
Occasional friend of Dana Brooke.
And also, yeah, that's weird. I don't understand that. But you've seen this stuff, this rumors about they might be sending some main roster talent back to NXT to like add to the characters. Yeah. I mean, he's just kind of lost. I mean, a lot of people think, oh, he can be the mouthpiece for Big Show. No, Big Show's too old. You don't need to build him up. And Big Show
need a mouthpiece.
Big Show's
that would be great if Big Show needed a push.
And Big Show is, and like you said, Martin, Big Show is a good enough talker by himself. So
yeah.
Well, it's the Big Show.
We don't need Big Show coming back turning heel and face.
No, he'll turn heel on Enzo. They all do. But yeah, like what else NXT wise have we got to talk about, or is that pretty much it?
I think it pretty much covers it.
Yeah,
there's not much to talk about with the tag teams. DIY is broken up, and Authors of Pain.
Oh yeah.
Are they going to face Heavy Machinery? I think.
No, they already did, and they beat them.
See, I'm not actually keeping up with current NXT.
Oh, so. Their next championship match at the next NXT is against Sanity.
Oh, that's right. I'm okay. I'll tune in for that. I don't think it's going to be any different, but
And yeah, I mean, it's
I'll
two
take that.
heels, so I guess Sanity a de facto face for that match.
Technically,
And also-
yeah, I mean, I think they'll be cheered for. So.
Also, it's been Killian Dane, Alexander Wolf, Nikki Cross. Without Eric Young for quite a few months or weeks or whatever now, he's not been around, their leader. So I don't know what's going on there. Will he return and help them win the titles? Because Authors of Pain and boring as fuck? I hope so.
Here's their gimmick. They're big.
Yeah. Yeah. Are they Samoan as well? I don't know.
I don't know. They wear big vests.
And they have tattoos. And they go, ooh-ah! Oh, sorry, this is a bit off topic, but I just saw on
It's like if
Facebook.
you just jacked a bunch of steroids into
Yeah.
the Usos and they cut off their hair. That's what the Office of Pain.
Yeah. I just saw on Facebook, apparently fans, this is a good word, fans can now buy their own Impact fidget spinners. Yes, there's going to be tons of fans waiting to get
Ticket
it.
sales are down, so we need to find some way to make up the money.
They
Fidget
don't have
spinner.
fans, just bring out merch.
Does Impact have fans?
That's what I mean. That's why I said
Yeah,
fans
few
is the key
viewers.
word.
I know, but like, real talk, do they actually have fans?
I don't think they do. I don't actually think
All right, nope, absolutely not.
But yeah, I think that's good for NXT, right? I don't know. I feel like is that everything? Yeah. Is that pretty much?
Sounds right.
Is that all of the things that we yeah, sure, yeah. So yeah, cool. That was NXT. Yeah. So that's
Go for that pretty quickly.
well, honestly, what is there to talk about?
There's nothing.
Like, part of me has just been. I've turned into a bit more. Like, I've cancelled my network subscription. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit more of a casual viewer now because it's just kind of boring at the moment.
Yeah.
Really, I just have it for the pay-per-views. That's what I have it for.
I have a certain website I can use for that. I'm actually going to get the thing. I'm going to get the network again for SummerSlam though.
Yeah. Because it is building up. It looks pretty damn good.
Yeah, the card looks good. Do you want to talk about Raw now? Or
Matches.
what would you like to talk about now? Raw or SmackDown?
Raw starring Braun Strowman.
Remember when Lesnar came back and he wanted all that, like featuring Brock Lesnar thing?
Yeah, where if he beat Cena at Extreme Rules, it would be Raw starring Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, like it was a TV show. Like it was fucking Coronation Street, Emmerdale Farm for the UK people.
And then people were shocked when Cena won. It's like, they're not going to rename the goddamn show. They gave it away.
Yeah. So are we talking about Raw or SmackDown now? What do you want to do, guys?
It's a bit weird because SmackDown used to be way better than Raw.
SmackDown lately has been
in like every way.
Yeah.
But now the Raw main event scene is actually better than
Interesting.
SmackDown's.
Yeah.
At least for now.
Should we go on to SmackDown then? SmackDown's we've got less to talk about, I suppose. Yeah. Is that good with everyone? We'll talk about SmackDown for a.
Yeah.
So
Hey, Crazy King.
Crazy King. Hey, welcome to the stream.
Yo.
All right. So can we? I feel like I could talk about this for a long time. Let's go to the start of 2017. My favorite man on planet Earth in WWE. He won his first ever WWE Championship in that beautiful Elimination Chamber match. He pins AJ clean. He pins Cena clean. He loses it like 49 days later or something.
He does, yeah, after defending it once.
Yeah. Here's my problem.
He defended in a triple threat match.
He was getting "you deserve it" chants. He was over as fuck, face or heel.
Randy Orton burns his house down, and he was like,
but he was starting to like. I was starting to actually want to listen to his promos again because they started to have meaning again.
Right.
Then here's how I think it should have went. I think he should have won the Rumble. That gives him a Rumble win. That's adds on to his accomplishments of nothing so far. Let's be honest, he hasn't won a championship until then. Oh wait, sorry, the SmackDown tag team. But yeah, he should have won the Rumble. Orton should have won the Chamber, and then at WrestleMania, using his actual tricks, it should have won him the match, not cost him. Why does it cost it? Every time he uses magical powers, he loses. He's like a fucking Hagrid wizard, but who loses. It's like he puts a spell on himself, and it's called I Lose spell. Great. I spell.
I was expecting
shit.
At WrestleMania was for him. So they had the projected images. That was cool the first time it happened. Then they did it 3 times. Whatever.
Yeah. You slowly don't care.
What I thought they could have done was had the lights go out again, and maybe they come back on, and Orton's covered in actual maggots or something, and
that would have been so much better.
And then he gets hit with Sister Abigail and loses. I think that would have been. I think they should have had Bray retain.
Yep.
There's no excuse. The match shouldn't have been as short as it was, and it was just it was such a bad taste in my mouth.
House of Horrors, everyone.
Oh no.
Yes, the greatest thing since the Boiler Room Brawl. Absolutely, bravo.
I'd have more fun watching Supermarket Sweep.
Here, let's have a pay-per-view in California where it's light out when the pay-per-view starts, but it's pitch black when the match starts. Then he drives to the arena, and it's still light out when the rest of the match takes place.
It was really well thought through, wasn't it?
It was.
To be fair, I like the fact they tried something different, and it was very gimmicky, but it worked because it was like it was Wyatt's thing.
Right. I thought like the house was kind of tacky, but some of the violence I thought was actually kind of decent.
Yeah. I mean, I actually don't believe
stuff in the kitchen.
I actually don't believe he lives there, but
yeah,
I don't know if they wanted to believe he lives in a condition like that. I mean, does he just walk from there to the WWE performance or like the main? Yeah, I'm just gonna go home for the weekend. I'll be back for SmackDown. All right, see you in a bit.
Yeah.
I really want to talk about the Wyatt family as a whole and how they've been booked through their years, but I feel like that's a separate video altogether.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I would just like to point out, I still think that the Wyatt family, the reformed Wyatt family, will be responsible for kidnapping Fandango.
I kind of hope so. Luke and Eric, yeah.
But I swear to God, these Fashion Files segments are the best thing that they have.
Mm-hmm.
And if the reveal ends up being that it was in fact the Ascension, because oh look, we said it was them, but it really wasn't, but it was them all along, haha. I'm gonna be so mad.
And they had that match after they thought it was them the first time, because they were laughing.
That the Ascension are actually getting over as comedy characters now.
Because they were laughing and they were laughing heavily in a cupboard.
Big Eddie Money fans, by the way.
Oh yeah. Talking to me.
They're ashamed of their taste in music, but they won't stop them from going.
I don't know.
If it is the Wyatt family and they're coming back to attack Febreze, I won't take them seriously.
Febreze?
They're attacking the weakest team.
They're not the weakest. I mean, yeah.
Right, the comedy characters. If they're going to make an impact, they need to do it against the biggest.
Come to Puerto Rico.
They're still
shining star.
I don't know. They're still Febreze. Are still they're probably one of the most over teams. They're probably up there with like the New Day, almost. They're getting there.
Comedy characters, yeah.
Yeah, but they were good wrestling when they had the whole Usos rivalry as well. That was good.
They put on some good matches.
Well, the Usos in general are. I mean.
Oh, their new heel thing.
I love the Usos right now. I don't care if it's jumping on a bandwagon. They were boring as fuck when they were face. This is what I think they should have been when they were with Reigns and that whole weird bloodline shit. They should have all just been. They should have all just been badasses who literally don't give a shit. And yeah, that would have been great. But I don't know.
Roman with the Usos, that remind me of Jinder with the bloody single.
saying that though, like I still don't understand if it is Luke Harper and Eric Rowan attacking Fandango and Tyler Breeze. Like, why? Because they were feuding like 2 months ago before they both just vanished off TV, and now
just because they have nothing for them and they would not. I doubt they would have a good explanation. For
they're a good team. I love them as a team. Don't get me wrong, but. Like
they had each other's weaknesses too, honestly.
Yeah, but without Bray Wyatt, I just Bray. That's my problem. They split him up. They only just put the family back together on SmackDown, and I honestly feel like The whole Luke Harper against like Bray thing was really good. Like that, the whole Luke in the family, like
I was a big fan.
Jealous of Orton, and then I feel like
I'm almost pissed that he never got to hit Sister Abigail on Bray. That was.
I do feel like at WrestleMania though, he should have revealed like it was just a plan between him and Bray to kind of like make Randy feel comfortable, like he could attack. That would have
made Bray seem like a not idiot.
Yeah, like
he's got a plan,
and like Luke is literally like fixed on him being his like leader.
Instead, no, it's kind of Luke is jealous.
I really feel like I really feel like Bray is. I love him. He's my favorite right now. Don't get me wrong, but he needs.
Bray looks like an idiot for.
Bray Bray needs to be a leader. He needs to be a leader of a faction.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He's talented by himself as a guy his size and all that, but he just needs.
But the writing for himself is awful.
Yeah,
as far as what they have him do.
I don't understand. I don't understand what his motives are, though.
Everything he's done this year, I don't understand it.
I'm a god. You are not. I win, not.
Seth Rollins, you called me a bad name.
Yeah, yeah. Like
and
what
now
the
you're
fuck?
in the desert, and I am one with the sun, and I'm going to hurt you and feast on your bones.
I just don't understand.
And he beat Seth Rollins twice,
surprisingly.
And now it's Finn Balor. I'm going to fight you because I want to hurt you.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough.
Great.
They put him over Rollins, I guess, but no one really considered that a feud that they cared about anyway.
Which is a shame, because they had good matches, but no one gave a crap.
I think that's the
problem.
problem.
Why should they?
I think that was the problem. The matches were good. They weren't spectacular or anything.
Yeah. And Wyatt won. He's a heel. He used heel tactics. That's what you should do.
He poked the eye twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there you go.
That's all you need really with that.
That was probably that was the only time this year, or maybe the last couple of years, where they have done the right thing with him in a match, and it was in a rivalry no one gave a shit about.
Yep. That's the whole like I keep saying, the whole him, Orton, Luke, and partly Eric thing. I know he was injured most of the time, but the whole White family thing with Orton included, that was something that I never know I wanted until it happened.
Right, and it was intriguing.
The booking was perfect until WrestleMania. Until WrestleMania, and they fucked everything up. And then Bray, and the House of Horrors match wasn't even for the championship. So I was like, well, clearly Bray's now going to win because no one cares.
Right.
Yeah.
Why does he not get his championship rematch? What is with WWE not giving championship rematches?
Just because he switched brands. They had a number one contenders match. When they first had the number one contenders match, the House of Horrors match was a WWE Championship match.
Yeah,
then they changed it after.
So I was like, oh, he must be going in that really good superstar. That really good superstar shake-up that was really not good and pointless, and they explained nothing.
And now they're going to do another one.
Yeah, apparently.
Why? They don't need more than once a year.
Wasn't it after SummerSlam they're going to do it?
I think so, right after SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what's that going to do? Send the guys that didn't get switched over in April, and you'll just have the same brands that you had before. Just Raw's going to be SmackDown, SmackDown's going to be Raw.
Yeah, like when
you already sent a lot of Bray Wyatt, The Miz, that they went over to Raw.
Like when The Miz and Dean Ambrose were feuding on SmackDown, it was great. And then they carried on that feud for 7 years on Raw, and it kind of like why
did they move The Miz to Raw? He was doing so good on SmackDown.
I know, I was so mad.
As soon as they moved him away, though, I was like,
I do like them swapping the mid-card championships. I thought that was fine, because those two titles were on the same brands for so many years. Since I started watching wrestling, they were always on the same brand, so it's nice to shake things up a little bit. Like, if they do something big, like put Roman Reigns on SmackDown or something,
that would freshen a
I'll
lot
be
of
fine
things
with
up.
that. But if they do stuff that doesn't make an impact, like guess who's the first draftee to Raw? It's Apollo Crews.
No one cares.
No one cares. What have they done with Kalisto? They put him on the brand that the Cruiserweight division is on. He's not in the Cruiserweight division, is he? No.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great stuff, guys. We're GG. Easy peasy. Nice one. I
mean, it was nice when Strowman was destroying them, but other than
the dumpster match.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, that was great because
Never
Kalisto still
forget
died.
Kalisto technically defeated Braun Strowman in a match.
Yeah.
Even though usually the rules for that type of match require that the lid be closed.
Yeah. Basically a casket match with a dumpster, but just change the rules up a little bit for whatever
I
suits.
feel like the rules should have been the same.
They should have been.
For convenience purposes, they changed it.
Wait, a casket match and a dumpster match? If you put them together, you get a cumpster match.
Right.
Just want to check
That
that in there.
that sounds like an Attitude Era thing.
Yeah. Great.
Coming soon to a TNA store near you.
Oh, TNA store. Oh.
Impact Wrestling presents the Cumpster match.
Yeah. What else is there on SmackDown to talk about? I mean, there've been a few debuts with Tai and Nakamura.
We know.
I got to see those live. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah. How was that?
Well, the first one we were sitting pretty far away, but it was really fun to chant along, especially for Nakamura. I lost my voice to screaming his theme song.
I bet.
And then I got to see the great triple threat match: AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, which was #1 contenders match. I thought that was great.
Wasn't that for the US title as well?
Yeah. The biggest pop was Kevin Owens appearing on SmackDown. In Superstar Shakeup, and we got to see Charlotte debut as well. Although they did a weird segment where they just cut it off and she went halfway down the ramp, and then Sami Zayn appeared on the Titantron, and Charlotte just turned around and left.
Yeah.
Then 205 Live. And then I watched 205 Live. Like, a lot of people did leave, but to keep people from leaving during 205 Live, they now have dark matches again after 205 Live.
Oh.
So the main event of Dolph Ziggler versus Shinsuke Nakamura was after 205 Live for both of the SmackDowns that I went
for over 3 hours, like more than Raw.
Yeah. So it was actually more. Well, the Raw usually does have a dark match as well. So it's probably around the same length of time if you stay for 205 Live. I will say, I always thought it was silly. Like, oh, do people really get that exhausted from cheering? It's only been 2 hours, and then 2 hours in, and 205 Live starts, and I'm like, wow, I'm beat.
Yeah.
I get it now.
I mean, spent the WrestleMania in 7 hours.
Yeah, good luck. So I went back. So that 205 Live, there was one great thing that happened during the main event: TJP versus Jack Gallagher. The other half of the building started chanting, "This is boring." So our half of the building started chanting, "No, it's not," in the gap. And then one guy screamed that it was boring, and some guy next to me was like, started getting up and screaming, "You can shut the fuck up and leave if you think it's boring!" And the whole building could hear him because the crowd was quiet.
Wow.
Like, they weren't chanting at the time they weren't chanting. So he was like, "Then you can get the fuck out."
Get the fuck out! You think it's boring? Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so that was my first experience. And then the second SmackDown, I sat a lot closer. I was almost ringside. Almost made it on TV, not quite.
No?
Got to see a lot of the same stuff. We got to see Jinder Mahal beat AJ Styles.
Oh, I forgot that.
We were chanting such things as "We don't buy this," and we were chanting fat jokes at Primo and Epico because Epico has like some weight put on him. So the guy next to me was literally chanting, "You are fat, you are fat," and then I was like, "Muffin top." So that was good fun. But it was a very similar show.
Sounds interesting.
I'm going to Raw in 9 days.
Ooh, nice.
So that should be interesting. I don't remember where I'm
staying. Very, very, very good atmosphere.
I'm looking forward to it. So it's the Raw before SummerSlam. So,
it's gonna be a lot. You hope Brock Lesnar's gonna have a fight, basically.
I'm kind of hoping like the 4 guys from the Fatal 4-Way will end the show with like a brawl or something.
Yeah.
I feel like they're saving that though.
Yeah.
Like the anticipation.
They should.
They
should save it. I just don't trust that they will.
No. But back to SmackDown. We'll get there in a bit for Raw, because there's so much to talk about for Raw.
Like the amazing mixed tag team match at WrestleMania, John Cena and Nikki Bella against the Miz and Ray.
Yeah, so let's move on.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about the New Day winning the titles.
Is it because you like the Usos now?
No, it's just because we've seen the New Day's already like beaten the record and that.
Oh, they're not
I don't
ultimately.
think-
They're not.
That's what I mean. I
For
just
you-
don't think they need.
Yeah, I mean, and they've done everything right. Is that what you mean?
I don't think they had any
I don't
other
think
like
they- I
top
don't think they need to
contenders for the
split,
titles though, as far as faces go, because they'd already done Breezango, and American Alpha is not a thing anymore. They kind of had no choice but to throw New Day right in there.
Yeah.
They couldn't just have them lose, or they couldn't just have them fail over and over again. I think they felt
Honestly-
like they had to give them the titles.
Yeah,
Unless
because
they make New Day
Now
put
it was
like
the
a
best
new-
match on that card.
easy.
It was the best match.
It
but,
was. Yeah. It was good.
I think the best thing you do with New Day now is just have them put over a new team and come up from like NXT or whatever to like.
That's what they were.
Cement them.
It looked like they were gonna do with the revival, and then they just moved the New Day to SmackDown.
Yes.
I love
So-
the New Day. I mean, I don't. I love the Usos, but from like New Day's like the team right now. Like they're pop. They're still over. They're still talented. I just hope, because they always do it with. They don't seem to be able to stop doing it with any team. I just hope they don't split them up. I feel like they could actually be they could. They might not like it, and a lot of people might not. But I'd love to see them be a team until they retire. Like they retire as a team. Like they can go off and like support each other on singles. Like Big E could go for like the US title, and the other two could kind of be like cheerleaders and stuff. They could go for singles titles, like the Shield when the Shield were going for singles. Because
Honestly, Xavier Woods has been impressing me lately.
oh, he's always
Xavier-
been really
He was
good.
just fun. When they first became champions, he was like the annoying, manager he was trying to be, and they barely ever put him in the matches. And now he's like consistently more in the matches instead of just being the cheerleader with the trombone. And I'm actually impressed.
Impressed me at what was the last SmackDown one? That was not Battleground. Was it Battleground?
The last pay-per-view, yeah.
Yeah, it was that Battleground. And when Xavier was in there, he got destroyed for most of the match, but he actually impressed me a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then they let him
get the pin.
finish off the match. Yeah,
Finish,
with
yeah.
that. It is a pretty sweet diving elbow springboard.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different, yeah.
Saying that, I saw a thing.
I'm just glad he finally has a finisher.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. Like I saw a thing the other day. I know this is a little bit off topic again, but it's something else to talk about. Striking finishes. Like for big guys, I cannot understand it, but at the same time, the big guys' striking finishes they have. Big Show's KO punch is literally just a right hand punch. Big Cass's big boot is he used to do that all the time. Now it's a finisher. And like the only striking finisher I think I like right now that I can think of would be Aleister Black's Black Mass.
Well, even with Black Mass, it's like I watch his matches and I see other moves that look more devastating than Black Mass that just get kicked out of.
I think that's the problem because like I hear I don't know much about New Japan Pro Wrestling, but their champion Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker.
Oh yeah.
Because apparently he does like a twisted pile driver, right? And you'd think a twisted pile driver. That's
yeah, it's
the
like
winner.
a twisting tombstone.
Yeah, he does that. I don't know, man. I don't know if you knew that either, but he does like
I watched Okada and Kenny Omega.
yeah, he does he does a twisted tombstone, but then he follows it up with a lariat, which is basically a
and the
clothesline.
lariat's the thing that finishes the match.
Yeah, it's like it's not even on like clothesline from hell level.
It's the thing that's similar to what Rollins kind of modeled his knee after. Like the setup is the same. Pretty much.
Like he spins them round, and yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't mind the lariat to be honest, but
yeah.
You know,
I feel like it's more on the person selling it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't mind the bro kick either. But now guys are starting to, because Sheamus he's a big dude.
I love Sheamus.
I believe it. Then I see Cassius Ohno, who's probably bigger than Sheamus, perform that same bicycle kick, and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought I'd bring it up because I saw something about it.
There's more than ever, really.
Yeah, I feel like they just need to add a bit more.
I'm just waiting for someone to debut with a palm strike finisher, and
Superman punch.
or maybe they can go the route of SmackDown versus Raw like 2008, and have every women's finisher be women's slap 3.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because they weren't just women's slap, they were all women's slap 3.
Yeah, back in the days when women were sex objects and not wrestlers. Good times.
They hired models and tried to train them to be wrestlers after.
Yeah.
Something they've still done not too long ago. But they're actually getting more wrestlers in the company.
Yay.
That's good.
But who else is there to talk about really on SmackDown? AJ.
SmackDown? Well, AJ Styles.
Yeah. AJ
Actually, not the New Day.
Surprisingly,
I think
one of the best matches on the card against Shane McMahon at WrestleMania.
What was that, Martin?
In my opinion.
Do you think they're like the New Day have like peaked in their popularity now? Like they've already got to the top of how popular they're going to be?
Well, with the New Day, I feel like they did peak, and then when it was clear that they had done that, they started to become more desperate, and once they got the record, they immediately took them off, because they're like, we know.
Yeah.
But I think they were gone for a period of time long enough for people to start to miss them, and so they're trying to capitalize on that now.
That's a good point.
Plus, they've been on Raw basically the whole time. Whenever they were on SmackDown, last time they were on SmackDown was when SmackDown didn't matter. So
yeah, that's true.
because it was just a show for Raw rematches.
Yeah, right.
Before.
Basically.
But yeah, no, that's AJ Styles, Shane McMahon at WrestleMania.
That was good.
It was really good. And led to AJ turning face again. So
yeah,
I'm
Shane
trying.
pulled out a lot more than I thought he would, especially the shooting star press, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing Shane can move at all after that spear he took from Roman Reigns at Survivor Series, where he should have died.
Say what you want, but no, when we'll get there, we'll talk.
Shane loves him a good bump.
We'll talk plenty about Martin's favorite man on planet Earth, Roman Reigns.
Booming pains.
But
no.
I mean, what if, I hope AJ wins at SummerSlam. I really want an AJ Styles Open Challenge every week, because can you imagine?
Yes.
The quality of I have this idea in my head where I feel like I don't know what's going on, like, because Shane's referee, special guest, and maybe that leads to Shane versus KO down the line. But unless they do the whole like, oh, Shane turns on AJ and KO wins title. Hooray! Shock! Like Triple H on Daniel Bryan with Randy Orton. But anyway, I want the SmackDown after SummerSlam, an open challenge from AJ, and comes out the gold standard, Shelton Ono Benjamino.
Right.
Yeah, him. yeah. I don't know. I felt that would be good, and that's a good way to come. Welcome back,
yeah,
the Shelts.
Ain't no stopping me now.
That's right. Yeah, well done. But what else is? I mean, that's the US title when it came over to SmackDown. We have Naomi as the SmackDown Women's Champ.
Love it. And how do you feel about that so far? Because it's been about over half a year. It's been about half a year now, actually.
I love Naomi. And I think she's a good champion, and her mic skills are getting better, but they just aren't putting her in like interesting. Like, does anyone honestly care about Natalya anymore? Like, I'd be like, don't get me wrong, I like Natalya as a wrestler. She's a good wrestler, and she does deserve a run at some point.
I feel like they're gonna play up the whole. They brought something up that to me kind of gave away that Natalya was gonna win the Fatal 5-Way. Number one contenders match is that they said it was that match put her one away from tying Trish Stratus for most pay-per-view matches for a female superstar ever, and I think that's one of the things they're going to play up. They're going to play up her legacy and her longevity in the company. It's like, yeah, but she's she's boring and she makes her hair look weird.
Yeah.
Also, what is with the buns on the top? Stop. That's all I can see when I look at you.
Like Naomi's talent. Like I've seen the internet now like split on Naomi now because they were like, oh, she's crap and boring, and like some people are like, you can't just use the fact that she's athletic as an excuse to say she's good. No, I think she's really talented, and I think she's great. But her feuds are just so lackluster.
Yeah, she hasn't had an interesting rivalry at all.
Yeah. I mean, Martin was happy when Lana debuted. I mean,
I was extremely happy with that.
The music and everything. You were like, am I watching a pornography movie?
The fact that during a particular part of her song, she just shakes her boobs.
Yep.
Just because she can.
Ravishing.
Did you see the tweet she sent out the other day? She's like, I'd rather be the most ravishing than the most talented any day.
Yeah, and have you seen the comments? Why are you in WWE then, you stupid bitch? You're here to wrestle, not look good.
Yeah.
So she's the new Eva Marie in a way.
They've basically given her Eva Marie's what they had intended for Eva Marie's gimmick, and they kind of combined Eva and Emelina into one thing.
Yeah,
basically.
That's Lana right now.
And
I haven't seen any goddamn chair dancing. I want that chair dancing. That's what I want.
You want the chair dancing, damn it!
You can't just tease me with chair dancing for 17 weeks and then not give me a chair.
I want to be on the chair while she's dancing on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yep. Here we go.
I mean, Ruru might have to kick your head off, but sure.
I still wish they were more partnered up.
The guy who can't win.
Hey, he beat Chad Gable.
Oh, good.
Good rip.
It's so sad. I was watching WrestleMania earlier, and I was watching like always build up for WrestleMania 31 where he lost to Johnny C.
Mm-hmm.
And
Johnny C.
Just how good he was. And then that happens, and now look where he is. Just. Oh.
Yeah.
He was at his best when Lana was his manager, not his wife.
Yeah.
Before the
Once
whole
they played up the
Dolph
whole
Ziggler
romance thing, that was
it was
but one of the greatest angles of all time, surely.
It went to shit for both
SummerSlam
of them.
a couple of years ago.
Yeah, because she used to be like quite interesting herself, in the terms of like before the whole Dolph
manager-wise.
Yeah, before the whole Dolph Ziggler thing.
Yeah, before she got too involved.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
She should have stayed his mouthpiece. But yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure why they split Rusev and Lana when they're both on the same brand.
Yeah, it's very weird. That's what confuses me, to be honest.
Yeah.
But hey, we can't talk about the Women's Championship without forgetting the Money in the Bank.
Who's that again?
James Ellsworth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy. Chin.
The chin. The Crimson Chin.
The Crimson Chin.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah, Barry C on the SmackDown.
I feel like Carmella cashing in on Naomi would be too boring.
Yeah, like
I think there's no way it happens. I think either she's gonna hold it for a really long time.
I think she will.
Or if they don't want her to hold it for a long time, which she should, I think the person to take the title off of Naomi should be Charlotte, my future wife.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Charlotte's great.
I don't think they're gonna do that. I think probably Becky would be the best person to cash in on, right?
I feel like because that would be her most sympathetic.
So that would have to be down the road.
She's still technically
she's still over as fuck.
Yeah. And I'd still fuck her over, but I mean, that actually sounds bad. Like I'd actually mess her around. No, I mean in a good way. I'll give her a mess anyway.
I'd give her a good betraying.
Yeah. She can disarm me
any day or night.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Do you guys not notice how like Carmella gets no reaction every time she comes out?
It's because she doesn't really like. To be fair, when she debuted and she turned like heel almost instantly against Nikki Bella, I digged it because no one cared about her as a face, and as a heel, she's definitely more interesting. But they didn't have her wrestle. Like I don't remember the last time she had a match.
Yeah.
And her theme music is boring so badly.
The only
FABOULES.
The only good thing I can say is that they made her theme music slightly better by getting rid of the weird beginning.
What was the weird? Oh yeah, they cut a bit out of the front, didn't they? Yeah, it just goes. It kind of does.
That didn't need to be.
Oh, yeah.
And now they get into like the bulk of the music faster. It's still stupid, but that's the only memorable thing, really. Since her what has she done since her rivalry with Nikki Bella? Last year.
I think she's actually lucky she's got James Ellsworth.
He's added a lot to her character.
Yeah,
I'm so confused with the relationship though, because originally she was like she wanted to use him because he was like it was like an internet thing at the time. He was quite popular, and she was like basically making him feel like he was her boyfriend, but he isn't. No way, no,
right.
yeah. That's like the one relationship they don't seem to acknowledge on wrestling real life with her and Cass. But like since then, he's just kind of like he's just turned into a dickhead. I don't understand why, really. He was still silly James Ellsworth, but now he's like getting all up in like Shane and Daniel's face.
Any man with two hands has a fighting chance.
I don't know. As soon as you said that, I just remembered. Day one of James Ellsworth, he died.
Then later on, it's I like big sweaty men.
Good times.
4 weeks later, yeah.
Oh, there's no one booked better than Braun in my opinion.
Braun is my bae. He's my spirit animal.
Yeah.
He's my everything.
Easily the best booked.
Could literally watch him every day just beat someone up.
Yeah.
I get it doesn't get old. I don't know why, but it doesn't get old.
No. And he's talented for
I get worried.
a guy for his
Fucking
size.
run over, but from one ambulance into a semi, gets out, walks away. 2 weeks later, he's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I love that though. He's a legit monster. Like, I get he's meant to be a heel, but like that. I mean, I know we're on Raw for a sec. We'll come back to SmackDown, but that pop when he came out of that fucking ambulance. Oh my god, that was like when Ziggler cashed in his Money in the Bank. That was loud as shit. The fans
cashing in his ambulance in the bank to take out Roman Reigns.
Oh, I loved it though. I love Braun. He's just it sounds silly. But like when they put him by himself, I was like, all right, he's a big guy, it's gonna work. I didn't expect like this though, this run. I didn't, because obviously he never really spoke. He always had like Bray as like the mouthpiece, and I thought, I'm not really sure he's gonna work by himself. Like, how is he gonna? He's meant to be like an uncaged animal, but like like a farmyard kind of jungle man thing. Well, I don't know, like a weird farmer boy. And it's
they've done with Braun,
big old country boy.
Roman.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. And it's just like, people just love watching him kill people, and he's talented for a guy of his size.
You're gonna give me competition. I'm not done with you.
I just love his voice. Like,
I want Roman Reigns.
That's a good impression. That's a very good impression.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've never tried that before.
Do it more often if you don't want to sacrifice your voice.
No, it's actually not that bad. There are others that are a lot harder.
Yeah.
When he comes into a fight on Raw, I get worried that they're gonna have him like look weak, and then it's like, great, this all been for nothing.
You worry they're gonna make Braun look weak?
It's WWE. You know what they're like.
It's WWE. I don't think they've honestly made him look weak since he's become his own star.
I'm waiting for it.
I was a little worried at first because they were doing the same thing with him that they were doing with Nia Jax, and they're just having them squash people.
Yeah.
And I joked, I was like, "Oh, when's the Braun Strowman Nia Jax match gonna be?" Because that would have been great. It still would be great, by the way. I would love to see that match.
The Nia Jax Max, yeah.
Yes, Max.
But yeah, honestly, like when I was worried, like I don't hate Roman Reigns. I actually really like Roman Reigns. But when they put him against Roman Reigns, I was like, oh, this is gonna be bad for Braun because Roman Reigns is their guy. But
Me too. And then Roman beat him at Fastlane.
But they put him over Roman pretty much every other single time.
Yeah,
apart from that ambulance.
Even in the Fastlane match, though, we got to see Braun leaping from the top rope, attempting a Superfly splash.
Yeah, that was
And then he got speared. So I was like, at least that's kind of okay. Like that's the one way they could have him lose.
Yeah, and to be
fair, launching
fair,
himself into the center of the ring.
To be fair, like after he lost, he pretty much got straight up. And
yeah,
then,
he did.
And then that was the birth of "I'm not finished with you."
Yeah.
That was great.
He always gets up. That's his thing. He breaks the ring with Big
Yeah.
Show, and he stands up and
Gets
just
back up,
screams.
That was
Gets
amazing.
killed in an
Yeah.
ambulance, gets up and walks away. I love it. I honestly, no one is more in my like. He's like Raw's big star. Like as soon as he comes out, people know shit's going down.
Yeah.
And I don't want to.
He's the unofficial star of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
And,
He's the de facto face in our eyes.
yeah.
He's our bae. He's our hero.
Right.
Mojo, he's trying to
Yeah, he's getting there.
trying.
But
He's getting there, but
we're still on SmackDown
Still on
though.
SmackDown, yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Jinder Hard Body Mahal. Can we talk about him for a second?
the modern day Maharaja.
You people boo me
This
because
guy
I
is-
look different. You boo me because I sound different.
It's like
People
no,
boo
that's,
me
No,
because
he
of my
doesn't talk
heritage.
that loud. He doesn't talk that loud.
He talks like he has a cold.
Yeah.
24/7.
Modern day Maharaja.
I love him. Honestly, I do. Like, yeah, fair enough. He was a jobber, and he's got a very slow ring style. And his charisma. Let's be honest. This
When he talks like
Hey,
this, it
hey.
gets a bit boring after a while.
you need to put the accent on.
Randy Orton.
I can't take that seriously.
Your impressions are pretty good. Do that again one more time.
Randy Orton.
Because he can't pronounce the T in Orton, so he's like
Orton.
What annoys me, the only thing that annoys me is they're doing this whole like his whole thing is that he's from India and he's basically against the USA. That would
they
make
can't
sense.
do that now.
That would make sense.
He's
That-
got Shinsuke Knox on the horizon.
That would make sense though if he was going for the US Championship. I feel like his whole thing was like a US Championship kind of story.
Yeah.
But no, it's like it's for the main. Like, what's that got to do
Like,
with the main
no, they
title?
boo you because you used to be shit for your entire career.
He looks great though.
And people don't buy you now as a dominant heel.
I
I
think
couldn't from 3MB. I just couldn't.
To be fair, I didn't think I'd ever like Heath Slater, but you know, Heath Slater, baby,
Isn't he the only surviving member of Nexus now? Slater.
pretty much.
The original Nexus? Yeah, I
He's the only
think.
one,
I mean,
man.
Justin Gable's around, but he's only on Twitter
Ga-
replying to you, liking your
Gabriel,
tweets, man.
Gabriel's lost a couple fingers, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, yeah.
Barrett's gone. Ryback's gone.
Skip
Michael
Sheffield.
Tarver's gone.
Oh God,
Tarver, whose one gimmick was just creeping on people in the back for a while before being released.
the male stripper.
Otunga's technically here.
He's in a movie.
Yeah.
Great, that's the best thing he's done in 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Heath Slater's it.
Yeah. But can we just talk about the best wrestler in the world again for a quick sec? You know, Jinder Mahal. The Punjabi prison match.
Oh.
I thought. Well, hey, it might have been the best Punjabi prison match of all time.
Not saying much, but yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just like yeah.
And did you
That was
see?
the third one ever. Yeah.
Have you heard that the Great Khali is back on their alumni list, and he was only used for basically helping Jinder win?
Wow.
Apparently,
Yeah.
he's not going to be coming back like a proper. I
thought it was a brilliant decision though to have him
Yeah.
do that because
definitely.
Jinder Mahal might not be. I don't know how popular he might be in India, but Great Khali is.
Yeah. Oh, Great Khali.
And
Is like
so
a star.
associating him with Jinder Mahal is going to get more people in India. Their eyes are going to be on the product because they see that this person that they love came back to help this person. Oh, I've got to see what this guy's all about.
Yeah. Can you just give us a sentence in Maharaja?
What's up?
Just give us like a sentence in Maharaja. Just
No.
speak. Well,
Absolutely not.
well, there we go. Well, that's great.
Orton.
And now I will speak to my people in my language of Punjabi.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty spot on. But yeah, like, I don't know. I love the fact that he is champion though. It's very different.
I think it's great. It's different.
Yeah, I love it. And he's.
I mean, they're about to take it off of him.
Yeah,
it's
but
great.
It's work. Like it is just great. Like it's
Dude, the
I
pop
like
he got when he
different-
actually won the title from Orton.
Yeah.
Some people were into it, and then afterwards, those same people were like, "Wait, this isn't good. I'm gonna write about it on the internet." But
That'll change everything.
The faces in the crowd was like the faces when Taker lost the streak.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was.
They should have put like a picture of shocked Undertaker guy just in the crowd, just like, oh, shocking shit happens whenever this guy watches the product.
Yeah, I mean, it does. That's true. Hooray.
So that's SummerSlam. I think Jinder will lose it to Shinsuke, but then I'm expecting Barry to see
Cash in.
cash in.
Yeah.
I feel like that's too
That's,
like everyone's predicting that. Like,
I can't see if Shinsuke
I
wins.
don't
I can't see
want
him
it.
keeping it.
I don't want it to happen because I'm kind of over the Shinsuke Baron Corbin stuff for now. But they said they were gonna. The plan was to keep the title in the Hall for a long time. They said.
yeah,
But would you rather have Nakamura beat him for it and then Corbin cash in, or would you rather have John Cena beat Mahal for his 17th title?
Cash
oh,
in.
I don't want Cena.
So yeah, it's kind of the lesser of two evils there.
I mean, I want to see Corbin as W champion.
But you also want to see Nakamura's. I mean,
The problem with Corbin cashing in on Nakamura is that one of two things has to happen.
their feud has to
Either he
continue.
has to actually straight up beat Nakamura afterwards, or he's just going to lose it right away.
Yeah. He could win. He could win like in a cheaty kind of way, but then you feel like their feud wouldn't be over, right?
Right, yeah. It feels like inconclusive when they cheat to win. So.
But I think that's pretty much it. We talked about like tag teams and the main title and the US
And the
stuff.
women's, we got all of that, I think.
Yeah.
Is there any other? I would like to bring up a couple other people.
Go ahead.
I like that they're pushing some people and giving opportunities. I like what they're doing with Aiden English. They're actually letting him talk,
Yeah.
or in this case, sing. He got a win over Sami Zayn.
Yeah,
he
wait,
got a win
yeah.
on Ty Dillinger.
Mike and Maria Kanellis.
Oh no!
The power of
Greatest.
That game is going straight down the drain. It's not going to work.
I mean, he's lost two. He's lost two of his first three matches. So what does that tell you?
Why bring them
I've
in
been-
if that's what they're going to do?
Yeah. I've been hearing that they're... Well, there's a couple things I just heard. One, that they're already, like, changing their minds about Mike and Maria. I'm like, no shit, look what you made them do. And, like, they're considering not giving them a push just because they don't like them.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that
then
makes sense.
also that Sami Zayn might be getting a push, a big push,
Who fucking
later
knows?
this year.
I mean,
So
I'm game.
I'm wondering, Sami Zayn could renew his rivalry with Baron Corbin if Corbin cashes in and become champion. I think what they should have done was what I predicted months ago when I said Sami Zayn would be the one to beat Jinder Mahal for the title and then have Baron cash in.
I thought that was going to happen.
Because
Yeah.
Sammy would get his big moment, which would be bigger than Nakamura getting his big moment because he's been clawing more on this main roster.
And also because he had beaten Baron Corbin quite shockingly in the last two
Right,
matches they
right.
had, to then lose it and then continue that feud properly.
It would kind of feel like the Daniel Bryan versus the Authority thing, where
Yeah.
Oh,
Bryan finally climbs the mountaintop and wins the title at SummerSlam, and then gets it ripped away. and
I
then
don't think
goes on
I've
a long
seen.
journey back.
I don't think I've ever gonna witness a storyline that's strained me in like in a good way though, because that went on for like a solid year. Daniel Bryan
It
versus
did,
Authority, and it was always just like he's so close every time, and then he finally got it, loses it straight away, and then it carries on. I thought like that's the end of the Authority stuff, and then it carried on, and it's like oh my god.
The Authority even got like dismissed from WWE, and they still came back.
Yeah, good old John
Yeah,
Cena.
that was when Dolph
What was the
Ziggler
point of
won
the goddamn Survivor
Series.
Series match
Yeah.
Yeah,
where
Dolph
the
Came back
Authority
2 weeks
breaks
later.
up? Yeah,
Sting.
3 weeks.
Good stuff.
All
John.
because Seth Rollins threatened to kill Edge.
And he actually was going to do it again anyway. I'm going to
He
kill
was
him
gonna do it,
anyway. Yeah.
Big Cass could learn a thing or two about threatening to kill somebody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break his neck, and then he just throws him away.
Yeah, it's not really the.
So
The
that
best
was
thing.
stupid. Yeah.
But yeah, Anything else you want to say about SmackDown, guys?
I don't really. I feel like we've covered everything that.
You feel like we've talked about AJ Styles enough and all that, yeah? I mean, we didn't do it for NXT, but who would you say is your wrestler of like SmackDown for the year?
Is it AJ or it's?
I mean, you could argue it's AJ, but you could argue it's also Jinder Mahal.
Guess if you're going with the from obscurity to 50th WWE champion ever,
yeah,
then that would be something.
I think it has to be AJ though, right?
I don't think there's another legitimate contender for that.
Great match at the Rumble with John Cena.
I think
WrestleMania match.
The
with
closest
he got a good match out of Shane.
The closest thing to a contender there is maybe Kevin Owens, but he hasn't. No, AJ's been there longer and has done better things, so he's like a distant second.
We can't forget about Chris Jericho for a sec though, coming back.
Jericho. Well, are we talking about just what they've done in SmackDown or for the whole year?
I mean, we'll transition from. This will be our transition to Raw, so we can talk about Jericho, both, I guess. Like, what did you think? Like, what his SmackDown stuff was short, but
now he's back.
I think that was a one-night thing, actually. Apparently, that was a one-night thing.
Well, god damn it, they could at least let me know.
Apparently, he wanted to come back or something to put over. Or to basically give the reason for KO to lose the title, but not actually have KO get pinned. So,
makes sense. Keeps him looking strong.
What a great guy!
He'll be back to just doing house shows then, I guess, and touring
with Fozzy. But yeah, I mean, we're done SmackDown, right? This is all that we can.
10 fluffy chickens.
Yeah. Oh, before we get on to, do I want to do 205 first or last?
Do you guys even watch it? Because I do, but I don't think.
I mean, we could talk a little bit about it. I mean, there's a few things that have been like.
There have been some really good matches on 205 Live.
Yeah, there have been, and there's also been Neville.
Yes.
The Neville level.
The king of the cruiserweights.
With his weird pubic beard.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a natural beard. And his ears look bigger than ever because he's shaved his hair above them.
Yeah.
They're huge. I hope he holds that title for a long time.
I really want to. Like, a lot of people think he should lose it to what's his face?
I think they keep it to Mania.
Aha!
No, I don't think he'll lose it to Tozawa at SummerSlam.
I don't think he will either. But
a lot of people think it should be Cedric Alexander, but I think he's super boring. But he's really good.
That's what I thought he would. That's why I thought Wood take it.
He's really good in the ring, but Cedric Alexander is essentially a slimmer version of Apollo Crews. In my opinion, I actually prefer. Like, my two favorite would be Neville and probably Tozawa.
I'm trying to think who on the 205 Live roster right now would you like to see eventually take that title?
Tozawa
on the roster.
I mean, you've got Grand Metalik, who never shows up. You've got
he's shown up like 3 times and he's lost every time.
He's so good though.
He was a finalist in the Cruiserweight Classic and he has yet to win a match in WWE.
Then you've
Who's
got
the umbrella guy. He's pasty and ginger.
What? Jack Gallagher.
That's the one.
He's great. I love him.
Let's see. So they've had him beat Rich Swann, Jack Gallagher, Austin Aries, who's no longer with the company right now.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Akira Tozawa, they're probably going to have him beat him again. And
Noam
TJP. They've had him beat all of them.
No, not Noam Dar.
Not Noam Dar yet, no.
I mean, there's also Brian Kendrick. There's
Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, he's great. He's actually really good.
Still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just had a
pretty
nice 2 out of 3 falls match with Drew Gulak.
Yeah.
And
I just feel like
that I Quit match though. I really enjoyed the I Quit match.
That was good. I just feel like
Noam Dar and Cedric Alexander. The finish was excellent.
I just feel like the problem with 205 is the only feud they seem to care about is the title one. They don't ever put much into everything else. The
whole Alicia Fox thing.
Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox.
But hey, he basically told her to fuck off. So
He did. I thought that was great. Him basically saying, "You're more trouble than you're worth. Fuck off."
yeah,
I could have any woman, and I've had women in all these cities, and why would I want you?
exactly.
Ah!
But yeah, I just honestly I can't see like my two favorite are Neville and Tozawa, but I can't see anyone who I'd really maybe Jack Gallagher. I'd like to see him take it, but like Jack Gallagher, he's great. Don't get me wrong, but like part of me just can't see him as champion.
Did you see this last 205 Live?
No.
Where he and Kendrick were gonna have a match, and then Gallagher gets so aggressive that he gets himself disqualified, and he just keeps beating the shit out of him. It's starting to look like he might be a little bit seeing like more aggressive Gallagher. I think that could be really.
He does need a bit more of that though, because he's great, but he's quite routine with his whole thing. You know, his tricks and all that. But yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care about TJP really. Even as a heel, it makes me actually hate him for good reason. Well, I'm actually supposed to hate him. Rich Swann. Don't really care. This is going to sound weird, but now I thought he had a nice look and everything, and his charisma's okay and all that, and he had a good connection with the fans, blah blah blah. But now his ring gear has changed to basically just wearing black trousers from his little. I don't understand why he's now.
They took away the wings.
He just looks plain as fuck now. He looks boring.
Also, does everybody on the brand have a top rope finisher, or is that just me?
I mean, he has the Phoenix Splash, right?
But he's like one of 4 guys who use the Phoenix Splash in WWE right now.
Yeah.
Like. Even Neville uses one just from the second rope.
At least Neville doesn't.
And then Seth Rollins uses it. And then there's one other guy in NXT, I think, as well.
At least he doesn't.
I don't remember.
I mean, Mustafa Ali top rope stuff works. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I like Drew Gulak's whole like no flying zone thing. That's kind of entertaining.
I'm not lying. No high flying.
Yeah, like what the fuck. And
I thought it was quirky. I think it was good.
They started giving Daivari a strange little push, and they basically shoved him back down.
Yeah, I thought they should have just had a triple threat title match.
Yeah, that would have been fresh.
Why have him attack Neville and then beat Neville, and then not have him in a title match?
Yeah. I mean, Neville's only suffered 1 pinfall loss, 1 submission loss.
Right, and never in a singles match.
No,
ever. Not since coming back. No, both the tap out and the pinfall were in tag team matches.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
So they can still play up that he's never been pinned or submitted in a singles match since coming back.
Yeah.
Honestly, he should just hold it for the rest of the year, I think.
I think he'll hold it for Mania at least.
I think there's no reason not to. There's no one right now who's ready to take that off of him.
Yeah. I just.
And
well,
I'm not convinced that the person who's going to take it away from him is currently on the 205 Live roster.
Kalisto!
Lucha! Lucha!
Yeah, no,
Is Cara still around?
Lucha, his theme song's different now. Have you heard Kalisto's new theme? It's fucking weird.
It's a fucking Drago.
Yeah, it's like
That's what he is now.
it's like an actual like. It sounds like it's like a heel fucking version.
They remixed the Lucha.
Yeah.
Lucha.
made it the achu. But yeah, that's pretty much it for 205. Not much is really, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there was the rumors that they were going to change the belt to like black and silver to not be purple. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Really, that's about it. So yeah, Raw.
On to Raw then, yeah.
I guess we move on to Raw. What do you want to talk about first? I mean, there's a lot.
Let's see. Trying to think back as far as Fastlane. So we've had the rise of Samoa Joe.
That was good.
In his debut, pops Seth Rollins' knee, and
yeah.
Thankfully it didn't ruin the match at WrestleMania. They were still able to have that.
The King Slayer stuff.
Which I didn't care, even if it wasn't as good as it ended up being, which it could have been better, but it was still probably one of the best matches on the card. It still needed to happen.
Yeah,
they couldn't not have that match.
And he looks great in the gold. So
Yeah.
The entrances at WrestleMania were actually really good. I liked Reigns' one as well. I know a lot of people don't care, but
Yeah.
that was actually kind of cool. And they have this weird transition on Jinder Mahal's entrance now, like the floor moves with him.
I think it's like a red carpet rolls out.
Yeah, and Randy Orton had a sperm snake at WrestleMania. That was...
Yeah. Jinder and Miz, their entrances are kind of similar. Martin is muted. He's going through some stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Randy was pretty pissed off about the sperm that was under him.
Yeah.
During WrestleMania.
He wasn't best pleased, was he?
Like they don't have any better animators for the snake.
I mean, they didn't. Even... I like the idea, but
If they need to have a snake there, they couldn't have someone who's like really good at animating snakes. Come on.
They could have just got Car from the Jungle Book. I'm sure they would let him borrow it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
That was WrestleMania. Glad we talked about that for a sec. I feel like we need to talk about. Are we going to talk about Reigns and Braun first, or are we going to talk about the state of the Universal Championship?
I think they both kind of lead into the same thing. Probably Reigns and Braun.
We'll start with that then.
Because that started back at the Royal Rumble. It's still happening.
Yeah, yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want people like Dean Ambrose and Miz feuding for like 4 years was boring.
Feuding on both brands.
Yeah, but Reigns and like, I feel it seems
they can
fresh.
fight forever.
Yeah,
yeah.
It honestly, I'm surprised it hasn't come out yet. That chant, I don't think, but like that's what I mean. It never feels like it's a wrestling match. It feels like a legit fight. Like their chemistry is so good.
Yeah.
And like you gotta give Reigns a lot of credit. You know, can't just say he's shit and it's all Braun because it's not.
One thing that I
also is Martin dead? Now we're talking about Roman Reigns.
He's mic muted, headset muted.
Oh, that's interesting. Anyway,
wonder if he got up or something. But
yeah,
I like to speculate now, just because I'm a piece of shit.
Oh.
That all the people that boo Roman Reigns aren't actually booing; they're all just going ooh.
Yeah.
As in ooh ah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm hoping I can piss off people who hate Roman Reigns.
I mean, it's kind of genius in a way, right? Like.
Because they all do that when he does it. They all go, ooh, ah,
yeah,
when he
they
does
all.
it.
Here's the thing, though, right? We like I class Reigns as a tweener, like the way he acts now as a tweener, but we all know he's supposed to be their big guy, right? The face. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing, they put Braun against him and have him murder him multiple times. No, and it's kind of genius because that instantly solidified Braun as the monster of WWE, of Raw. Like he is the one who's destroyed the one who destroys everyone else. Reigns beat Undertaker, yet Braun beats Roman. Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it made Braun from his first proper feud. He's already made a legitimate start. And it's like
pretty much, yeah.
You just feel like everything Braun touches now is just gonna be fun to watch, and it's like face like he's never gonna like I can never see like Big Show obviously has a different look and all that, and his whole face. I mean, he changes every day, face and heel, but like when he's a face, you do sometimes believe it. Like it makes sense. I'll never see Braun. I'm never going to see Braun as a face, even if they try and turn him face. But he's treated as one anyway. They just love to watch him.
I don't think they need to turn him face at any point, because he's just going to get cheered.
It was like Bray Wyatt this point, sort of last year, when he was helping Reigns for some reason. And
for like the whole 1 week before he got injured.
And it was working, and he was leading. I was actually excited to see where it was going. This is when Bray Wyatt started doing his whole dreadlock thing. It all went downhill from there, my man.
That is really distracting, isn't it?
Yeah, I miss his old hair, to be honest. It looks better when he did the spider thing in the corner as well. But
yeah,
we've already talked about how depressing they've treated the Wyatt Meister. But yeah, Braun Reigns, like you said, just they could fight forever. They bounce off.
That's like the rivalry of Raw.
Of WWE right now.
Yeah.
SmackDown haven't had a super interesting rivalry for a while.
Nope, they've got Jinder Mahal, Randy Orton.
Yep. The Maharaja versus the Snake. Good stuff. But yeah, honestly, Reigns and Braun.
Reigns is a good wrestler, but he would be a great heel. I feel like that's a sentiment that a lot of people share, but I feel like they keep teasing it and then they just don't pull the trigger.
Yeah, I feel like the way he sometimes talks to the fans as well is
like
he's on the verge.
The best segment not featuring Braun Strowman this year was Reigns coming out the night after WrestleMania.
Like 15 minutes.
Standing there for 10-15 minutes just soaking in the booze. That was the best segment Raw has put on this year that didn't feature Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
And then just him going, "This is my yard now," throwing the microphone down and leaving. I thought that was going to turn into something. Like, maybe he is a heel now. Maybe he's going to start leaning towards just being more aggressive. I mean, sure, he's been aggressive in this rivalry, but, like, not in the way I would want to see him.
Yeah.
I feel like he's been great throughout this whole thing, but they haven't done anything different with his character until they tried to have him commit murder. That might have signaled a turning point, but
yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they already
had
like
they're not fully committed to allowing him to be more heelish.
Yeah. So
all they can do is tease it.
At least he isn't sucker and succotashing us anymore.
Yeah. Thank God for that.
Oh, thank Jesus. Yeah, that was.
Just stop letting Vince write his stuff, please.
Stop letting Vince do stuff in general, because.
You know, when he said that, Vince was laughing out back, like, "This is the greatest thing ever. I'm a genius."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He probably loved himself for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, it's just. It works. Just let them fight until the end of time, because it will never get boring.
Like you said, I'm surprised there hasn't been a fight forever chant.
Yeah, it feels fresh every time as well. So it just works, and now they're going to be involved in this fatal 4-way, which is going to be fucking nuts. And I actually also believe that like the guy said in the comments, like Sezug says, however, I'm not sure, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm sorry about that. But how this guy pronounces it, I can't speak, I'm not thinking straight. Hang on. Okay, calm down, everyone. Like I was saying, Samoa Joe will win the fatal 4-way, I think. But then also, part of me is also saying, no, Lesnar's just going to walk away from another.
I think
thing.
I think if they're going to change it, I think Joe is going to do it.
Yeah.
I don't see Reigns or Strowman winning the title.
I reckon they're gonna.
I would love to see Braun Strowman as.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see
champion.
him have anyone dare face him. But I feel like this him and Reigns thing is going to go on for a while.
Yeah, it's still going to, and then they'll have another grudge match
and
afterwards.
It hasn't even got boring yet, though. I thought the feud had ended like twice already, and it carried on.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, this is great. I'm glad it carried on.
Like, thought it was done after the first match, probably, because LOL, Reigns wins, and then he went on to WrestleMania to defeat The Undertaker, and where was Braun Strowman? He was in the pre-show, getting eliminated early in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Exactly.
And then he just comes back and, "I'm not finished with you!"
I know, it was great.
Which is the greatest line ever, and I hope he keeps saying it. They should probably make a t-shirt while they can.
I'm surprised it didn't. He's already got his new one. It just says, like, it's just Braun in, like, 3 letters in a row. BRR, then 3 A's, 3 U's, 3 N's. Kind of, I don't know if I like that design for a t-shirt, to be honest.
I don't really see Braun as a t-shirt guy anyways.
Well, no, he's never going to come out in his own stuff.
He's never going to come out in his own stuff, but it would be funny to imagine doing so.
I bought, saying that, I did get my new Braun Strowman t-shirt today through the post. So, his older one, not the one that had just Braun on. I got his Monster Among Us one, which looks really good. It looks great. Yeah. It's snuggle fit. Yeah. Braun snuggle fit t-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, match. It sounds great, doesn't it?
If there's If there's one thing I know about my bae, my spirit animal, my everything, Braun Strowman, it's that he is in fact a snuggly guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm not finished cuddling you. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen, what was it that came out? Like his Tinder profile?
Not a clue.
With let me look that up really quick. Braun Strowman Tinder profile. That surfaced somewhere.
Yeah.
Was it Tinder? Yes, it was. Okay.
What's the lowdown?
Oh my god. Oh, this is perfect. He's the picture. So he's got shorts on. He's shirtless. He's got a snapback cap on, and he's posing. He's like flexing his muscles. He's in a body of water, like it's a mini sort of creek, waterfall, whatever. Just Adam, 33 years old, 6'8", 375-pound country boy. I like lifting weights and eating steaks.
Oh, yeah, I have seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, that is great.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
And that surfaced when right before his rivalry with Roman Reigns started.
Yeah, like obviously part of the problem with social media is like they're always going to want to be themselves at some point. Like Bray has done a good job, but not really. Well, obviously he smiles a lot in pictures and goes to see bands and stuff. Because I know him and Braun hang out a lot outside of wrestling, but it's like he's at least I don't know. Some of them on Twitter aren't like they just so chill. Like KO, like he'll say something like nice about Sami Zayn, but then he'll straight up go like try and be a heel again.
Yeah,
which is good. But yeah, so that's Braun and Roman Reigns, I guess. Don't know. Yeah, I mean, what else is there to talk about Braun and Roman? They have lots of fights and it works.
Yeah. Kind of like destined to fight each other for a while.
So, I think before we move on to Cesaro and Sheamus is the tag champs. I mean, I love them, to be honest.
I love them. I think the bar is a little bit weird because the hand signal they make. You know, when you put the sideways thumb, it usually means something's okay. Yeah. Not we're the best. So they're basically calling themselves average.
Yeah.
They're great, by the way, but
they don't set the bar. They are the bar.
We are the bar. Not a fan of the kilts that they're wearing.
No, with the jackets and the shades, doesn't look good.
I thought I'm fine with the whole Cesaro ripping off the suit thing. I thought that it was like a James Bond thing, just like
it looks good.
That's fine, but watching him struggle to unhook a kilt is a lot less cool.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
Surprisingly, it's amazing, isn't it?
Sheamus, I guess it's fine if he wanted to do something similar, but don't make Cesaro do the same thing.
No, I thought that was the whole point. They had their own look.
Yeah,
each other. But yeah.
Oh, it was.
I don't feel like there's much to talk about in the tag division, to be honest.
Not really.
We've already talked about the Intercontinental Championship enough because it's basically been Dean and Miz all year.
The Hardy Boys are back. They keep teasing the Broken Universe.
And that's it.
But, that's all they do. They keep teasing it.
Yeah.
The Revival's great.
Oh, they always are though. I just feel like I'm actually kind of bored talking about Raw.
The club is criminally underutilized.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with those.
Yeah, like SmackDown was a lot more exciting. At least it's like a little bit more different. The main event scene is like the thing with Raw right now.
That's about it.
Everything else is kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I mean,
what are they doing, Bray Wyatt? What are they doing with Finn Balor? Of course, now they're doing that together.
I guess we.
Who wants to walk with Elias?
No one cares.
No.
I skip all that.
Oh, what?
Well, welcome back.
Hello.
What were you doing?
I went.
Well, yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
I went.
I went in my seat.
Yes.
Well, as to your live Samson, I skip.
You missed all the Roman Reigns stuff.
I left at a perfect time then.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about more.
He planned that out. He planned that
out. I guess all that's left to talk about really for Raw that might be of interest is all of the best friendships that have happened that have broken up. Like
A lot of heel turns.
Jericho and
And
Enzo and
just
Cass.
overall, yeah. The Festival of Friendship was the best segment. I know I said it was Roman Reigns the night after WrestleMania, but that's actually number 2. Number 1 was the Festival of Friendship.
It was heartbreaking, man.
Yeah.
We all knew it was coming, but when it happened, we didn't know it was happening. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
Threw away the
Thing is,
gift
with Enzo and
of
Cass,
Jericho.
can you see either
Drink
of them
it in, man.
doing anything?
What? What'd you say, man?
Like with Enzo and Cass, can you see either of them doing anything singly? And actually,
No.
businesses?
No,
I mean, Cass, I could see them putting a world title on him in a couple of years.
You're...
I don't think it would go that well, but
No.
That's what I mean. I think they're better off
Vince-
together.
He's like a
Vince
less. He's
likes
like a
the
less
big-
interesting.
Vince likes the big
Kevin
sweaty
Nash.
guys.
Yeah, we know
Okay,
that.
understand. Vince McMahon likes the really tall, big, sweaty guys.
God, when's he gonna die?
I mean, I don't know. He's what, late 70s? He's getting there, but he's still like all jacked and stuff. He's probably not gonna die yet.
We can reach like 200 years old. We'll be
But
like,
he's not gonna retire either. So he's gonna be. He's
Yeah.
gonna fucking look like a corpse, and he's just like suffering succotash. Yeah.
But yeah, just like I just feel I've Enzo and Cass splitting up was too soon, in my opinion. Way too soon.
I think so too. I think it's criminal that they didn't win a tag team title.
I thought WrestleMania.
NXT or
WrestleMania
I
should have
think
been
they
the
were
time.
going to at WrestleMania.
Have
before
the Hardys
were going to come
have the
back.
Hardys come out on Raw, win it from them, and then turn them both heel.
Sure,
That's what I would have done.
that would have been interesting.
that's something no one has really talked about. Them both being heel.
I think
I
that would
think-
have worked wonders for both of them. Enzo as a heel on the mic would have been much better than he is as a face, kissing the crowd's ass.
Yeah, I like with the what kind of talker he is. I'm sure he could generate a lot of heat if he wanted to.
I'm just worried that he just hasn't got the ability.
Now, what's he gonna do now that he's by himself?
Nothing. That like all these apparently he's got lots of backstage heat as well, so they're going to put him on 205 or back to NXT.
This I don't see any way that he kind of gets out of this hole.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't see where he's never going to win a championship. Surely, I don't know.
Yeah,
I just lost interest in both of them. To be
it's
honest,
unfortunate.
Like, I've legit.
Also, they
lost-
changed Cass's entrance music again, and I don't like it at
Oh,
all.
it's terrible.
I thought when he debuted with the new music, I was like, that sounds kind of cool. I can get used to that. And then they changed it after 3 weeks. I'm like, well, fuck me.
It was just worse.
And they made it
Jordan's
worse.
or his?
Jason Jordan's, they made utter shit.
You mean Jason Angle, right?
Jason, yeah.
No.
Jason Angle.
Are we sure that Kurt Angle didn't also fuck Chad Gable's mom? Because-
Mum.
Right.
because he's the one using all of Angle's moves.
Mum.
Mum.
I don't.
Mum.
Jason Jordan's talented, yeah, we know. But oh god, him on the mic, Jesus Christ.
It is cringy.
Like honestly, him and Angle are really badly acting this whole story.
Yeah.
Maybe neither of them wanted to, but still, they could at least try. It's god awful.
He's also dressing like Kurt every week now.
Ugh.
I like him in the ring.
Yeah, me too. When he unleashes, it basically explodes into that adrenaline that he does, and does the spear in the corner and all that.
Where he looks like he's a nuclear bomb that's literally about to explode
Just perfect.
right before the finish of the match. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I dig it. I like it. I don't mind the finisher either. I like this new finisher because he didn't really have one before.
It was that really bad grand amplitude that I didn't like.
That was stupid. It was basically a back suplex. At least now it's a back suplex into a neck breaker, which could be cool.
To be honest, I half expected him to come out to Kurt's theme.
Ugh.
Yeah, what I thought they were going to do was have him come out and win with like the ankle lock.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to have him.
I
start using
think
Kurt's
that would have been
moves.
too much on the nose, though, right? Because
It would have been, but that comes to show what I expect from the company.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
fair, that him and Chad Gable did start using it as a double.
They
thing.
used double team ankle lock. They used Chad Gable uses a great moonsault. Looks a lot like Kurt's. I thought he was gonna come out and hit the angle slam on Kurt Hawkins. I don't know.
What do you think? It would have been a better idea to have Chad Gable be his son?
I thought that's what people. I think that's what people were expecting. If
it would have made sense.
Been told one of the two was gonna be revealed as his son. I think it would have been Gable because he was an actual Olympian,
and he has a better wrestling ability. I'd say he hasn't got that explosiveness Jason has, but he's got a better wrestling ability all round.
Right.
I think she could have played on the fact that he was an Olympian and gone with that.
Yeah, I just feel like that. I don't know. I honestly have no interest in this. You're my dad. Yay.
Whoa.
Especially kayfabe was more dead than ever. I don't think something like this works. I don't know anyone that actually believes this.
Yeah, like who? Not even a 5-year-old would believe this. Like, come on.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, so you broke up American Alpha for this.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the end result is not worth it.
No.
I mean, hey, you might get a championship.
I'm really excited about a potential Chad Gable singles run.
Yeah, and he lost to Rusev in his first match. So that's good.
Rusev even gave him props on Twitter after the match.
Yeah, and Randy Orton is just going to be killing Rusev because he needs his rebound to win feud.
Yeah.
So, Rusev and Orton on Twitter are perfect. Gold.
Yeah, now they get to be perfect in the ring against each other at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I'll be skipping that match if I don't watch it live.
But yeah,
if Rusev and Kevin Owens could just have a Twitter feud, I would really appreciate it.
Yeah. That'd be great.
That would be the best thing ever. Maybe throw in a little Big E.
Yeah, he's great on Twitter. He's interesting.
Like these guys are funny. Just let them be funny.
But yeah, I don't know.
Get on the Neville level.
Yeah. Like I was about to say we should talk about Finn Balor, but I really don't care about the guy, and he's boring as fuck right now. So.
He hasn't done anything.
Best thing about Finn Balor this year has been his 24 special. That's about it.
Didn't even watch it.
Seen that. Yep.
It was good. They're all good. That was one of the few things that was like. That's one of the few really good exclusives about the network is the WWE 24 ones. I didn't watch the Kurt Angle one yet, but
they might cancel it. Who knows?
They're pretty good shows. But other than that, everything else, like I just have the network for the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's cancelled the good stuff.
Talking Smack rip.
Talking Smack, R.I.P.
Smacking Talk.
Smacking.
That's gone as well. They only did that for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so now they'll have them after pay-per-views, but that's it.
Talk.
Raw Talk.
Hooray.
And Talking Smack.
Apparently Vince doesn't want them. He wants them to eventually just fade out because he doesn't like the unscripted sort of side of it. And fair enough, I kind of get it. But it was great because Daniel Bryan was fucking always trying to get fired, and The Miz was great on there, and Kevin Owens was great on there. A lot of people just got to be their characters a bit more on there, you know.
The Usos have been great on there.
Yeah, and they were quite face on there though. That was a bit weird. Having a good laugh with Daniel Bryan, GM of SmackDown,
rapping with him.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
We didn't talk about the rap battle, by the way. That was one of my favorite things.
Oh, that was great. The fucking the Page pipe bomb situation.
Yeah.
Get R-rated like a boy, Xavier Woods.
The New Day didn't really bring much, but when Xavier Woods took the mic, he had some really good ones.
Oh, Xavier was good. Kofi's was a bit what the fuck? He just kept saying the same thing over and over. But hey,
I thought the carrying bags for Roman was really nice touch.
That was a good one. That was.
For some reason, they won't do that in replays. They did the Total Divas line instead. But,
you know, it's great, isn't
it? And it was great because they had them write their own stuff, and like the other guys didn't know what they'd be saying, so like the reactions would be genuine. I thought that was a good touch.
Yeah, it was pretty good actually.
Everyone knows the Usos actually won that rap.
Oh yeah, definitely. What else is there? Oh, the ladies of Raw. Let's go to the ladies, shall we?
Bayley, boring. Sasha, boring. I'm done.
The goddess of WWE.
Ugh.
Calm down, Corey.
Like, right, okay, so good start, Martin. Bailey, yeah, she hugs. Yawn. Sasha Banks needs to be a heel, like, right
Should be
now.
heel, yeah.
Alexa Bliss. Alexa.
after Charlotte.
That's what I feel like was about to happen. But Bailey's injured now, and they don't know if she's going to be able to compete at SummerSlam.
Alexa Bliss
I feel like
is just
that would have
an
been the
arse.
place for Sasha to turn on Bailey because she
Yeah.
feels screwed out of her title rematch.
Yeah.
And
Nia Jax
then-
is the botch bay of me. She's my botch bay.
my God.
Yeah.
Love the lady.
I
Alexa
find it
Bliss-
weird that they're announcing her weight. Like, they just don't do that for the women, but they want to really hammer it home that, hey, she's not like most girls. She weighs 272
I'm not
pounds.
like most girls.
Like,
Alexa Bliss is just an arse. As in,
Love her.
not like she's a bit of an arsehole, yeah, but also it's
She's
just
on the Lana level for me. I'm like,
like you want to wank to them, not watch them wrestle, yeah.
she's also she's far better on the mic though,
Oh yeah.
and her facial expressions are
Oh,
golden.
she's a great heel. But
She's just a great villain.
I just
Yeah.
don't see much in terms of the ring stuff.
Yeah, she's not very good in the ring. She's good, not great.
Good, not great, yeah. Who else is there on Raw? Oh yeah, I forgot there isn't anyone else because they only show you the 4 fucking women over and over again. Goodbye, Emma. Who are you? Goodbye, Dana. Who are you? Goodbye, Mickey James. Who are you? Yawn.
Weren't they on Raw this
Is
week?
there anyone
Like,
else?
who's that?
I don't think there's
Is there anyone else besides those 7?
Maybe ask her when she goes up. Who knows?
If there's another woman on that roster, I don't know who it is because I've forgotten because it's just the 4 same women
They used
What's
to,
the
every
Fox
single
on?
week.
they use the same 4 and have the same 3 to sit backstage.
So what's the Alicia Fox on?
Oh, she's on Raw.
Oh, she's Raw. Oh, okay.
They don't use her either. She's actually
No.
great. I loved her when she was crazy. That was actually
Which is going nuts, yeah.
Yeah, that was great. That was fantastic. And she's good in the ring, but hey, no one cares, right?
Did you guys think AJ Lee was good in the ring?
She was
I
alright.
think so. I
thought
think
she-
she was fine.
I think she was a bit like overrated.
Overrated, yeah, but not
definitely-
In
that much.
like,
I mean,
like in ring ability. I mean,
definitely good in the ring though.
I thought
just-
she had decent moves, and I thought she was a really good seller.
I don't think she's as good as people made her out to be.
No. Good on the mic though.
Oh,
Sometimes.
very good.
Very good on the mic, yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when she was general manager.
Yeah, that was an interesting time.
Talent is not sexually transmitted.
That was a good one.
Oh,
The AJ pipe bomb, huh?
yeah.
But yeah, there's honestly not much to talk about the women because it's just kind of it's the same 4, and Bailey's boring
not
as fuck, and
doing
Sasha
anything.
needs to be heel, and Nia. Well, I love Nia, so I don't really know what to say bad about. Yeah, she botches. Who gives a shit? She killed Bailey. Good.
Kendo stick on a pole.
Thomas, welcome to the stream. He says Goldberg next SummerSlam.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Please no. Please God no. Please just no. No. I can't stand Goldberg. He's boring and he's got the same. He literally is a 3 moves of doom. He is a bigger John Cena than John Cena.
20-second matches.
Yeah, that's really talented, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Spear, jackhammer.
His longest match was WrestleMania against Lesnar, and that's not saying much.
That was barely 5 minutes. It was great. It was great.
I loved it.
I loved
But-
it.
That's a time
And they
when
kind of they teased him rolling over Lesnar again before they
Yeah.
actually had him lose.
I was
Yeah.
like, fuck off, are they going to do this shit again? Jesus.
I think
Um,
wasn't Lesnar the first person to ever kick out of the jackhammer?
I have no idea.
I think he was that was the first time anyone ever kicked out of the
I
jackhammer.
don't think I cared enough to find out.
I just remember like
Yeah.
reading that statistic when it first happened.
I mean,
So.
I like Lesnar in the terms of like his sort of like his dominant aura he has. Like he's so unbeatable. But at the same time, it's like just appear more, please. If you're going to be their champion, just show up more. But then they have to pay you more, and apparently they have to cut pyro and smoke from a fucking entrance. That adds a lot to an entrance, actually. Speaking about entrances, sorry, Seth Rollins. I like his little. They added the burn it down in the
Oh yeah, burn it down.
in the yeah. All right, Mark, calm down.
Oh, they also
Fucking love
changed the Usos.
Yeah.
They have them doing some vocals over their own music as well.
I'm not a fan of their vocals over their music. I just
I haven't
prefer.
heard that.
I'm not. Me neither, but I figured it was noteworthy.
It works for them because it suits them, but I do.
It's kind of distracting. I liked their music before that.
Yeah, just the music.
Like I play that every now and then, just when I'm out and about.
It's badass.
It's nice.
And heel.
It's good. It's good on the loop.
Yeah, but I love Seth Rollins' theme anyway. But then they added that. Do you want to do it again, Martin? One more time. I know you like
Burn
it.
it down.
Yeah. Have you seen that, Matt? You seen his little?
Oh, I've seen that. It would have worked great with
t-shirt looks
WrestleMania when he took the torch and lit the ramp on fire. Theoretically,
Well, that would have been sick.
That would've
Yeah,
been
but
cool.
obviously this whole burn it down thing is because of like. Do you reckon, is it like now part of it? Like,
now it's because of the video game.
yeah.
But then what happens now because of the video game when that passes by and no one cares about it?
Are they going to get
Are
rid
they
of
just
burn
going
it
to take
down?
it back to normal? Yeah.
I guess. Because his t-shirt looks cool though.
I mean, I don't give a damn about the game.
I'll get it. I'll
it's-
get it. We haven't played for a while, but I'll get it.
Yeah, I'll still get it, but it's still,
I'm still playing. I'm actually playing a lot more right now than I
it's still the
have.
same as the last 5 games, so I'm like, eh.
The new one is a new engine and stuff though. Apparently, it's going to be quite.
Oh,
different.
thank God. Okay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the it does look graphically a lot better. To be fair, as well.
I don't know. 2K had a new.
They don't look plastic. Is what I'm basically trying to say.
What about the fans?
I don't know.
Ah,
Maybe they should replace the cardboard cutout fans with actual just life-size
Yeah.
fans, just big fans, and just have the noise of fans, like you know when you fucking Discord someone and their fan is loud as shit.
Who's that?
Fuck off.
Wait, can you hear my fan?
No, but I mean, like sometimes when we're like playing Rocket League and it's like, yeah, I can't hear what you're saying, mate, because your fan is just like.
that's why I have my fan turned off right now because
You're in.
it's hot down here. But if I had my fan for this show, it'd be
Yeah.
really distracting.
It's like fucking. You're like in a wind tunnel. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but it's either fan noise or drowning a pool of my own sweat.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
But yeah, Brock, just lose at SummerSlam, mate. That's.
Anyone else
I don't
think?
know.
Is it pretty much set in stone that Ambrose and Rollins are gonna fight for the tag team titles at SummerSlam and win?
I think they are.
Sheamus has to take time off to film a movie, so
build up
Yeah.
the Shield.
Yeah, I like that actually.
Sierra Hotel.
I
do-
feel like it should end with Dean Ambrose turning heel, but
I don't know.
They've had so many attempts with Ambrose. I don't think it matters now.
I don't think I'd want him to be a heel. I mean, it's
I don't know that I don't think I want him to. I just think that's
He's
what could happen. But he's been a face for so long, I wouldn't be surprised.
He's basically going to be the same person, just
Right.
against,
Just, it's
against
like
faces.
basically who he's targeting.
Yeah, that's always going to change. And he's much better when he's a face who's chasing a championship. So, I actually do love his whole like thing with Rollins right now. Like
I wouldn't mind like a fairly decent run with the titles for them.
yeah, because they like when they usually partner up like two sort of quite popular and good wrestlers who are just like single stars. It sometimes worked. Like Cesaro and Sheamus, they were just kind of put together and it worked. And obviously we've seen these two before, and these two are clearly now. If the Shield reformed, because I remember when they first formed, Dean Ambrose was kind of like the leader at the start, and then it kind of turned into just a bit of not they're all just kind of equal. But if they formed now, that it would be clear that Reigns would be like their front guy, and he'd be the guy going for like solo titles.
I don't want him.
Because obviously
Instead of Dean,
when Rollins and Reigns won the tag champs, when they won the tag team championships, obviously you know that was like playing off each other. Like Rollins isn't strong and Reigns isn't technical, so it worked.
Right.
But I know.
Shield, they had all the abilities, didn't they?
Yeah, they all made up for each other's weaknesses.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know if they win, which I think they will. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I look forward to it anyway.
What do you think they're gonna do Survivor Series?
Ugh.
I know they do SmackDown versus Raw, but then if
Well,
they're doing a shake-up,
Now you've got you almost might have the entire Shield on one brand now. So unless like Rollins or Reigns goes to SmackDown, you're gonna have all of Shield on Raw.
Yeah,
so,
you could have the whole Shield on a Raw Elimination Tag Team.
And they could be the 3 survivors, and they could be like, "Oh, look, we did it as a 3. Let's stay a team forever. Yay, bye."
We did get a triple powerbomb spot at last year's.
Yeah,
yeah, it's true.
when Ambrose was
With
at
Dean, of course,
AJ.
doing it on his own partner, AJ. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, yeah. Like, SummerSlam, I guess now. What else is there?
So
I don't even know the card for SummerSlam.
Jason Jordan versus The Miz.
Oh,
Think
really?
Jordan's gonna win the title.
I reckon. I don't know why. I don't think they're gonna give Jason a title yet. Like, no. I
want The
reckon.
Miz
I
to
reckon.
win that.
Yeah, I reckon the Miz will win it. To be fair,
The Miz is too good right now.
I'm really hoping The Miz wins it.
nothing against Jason, but it's just like
He's not ready.
no.
If I'm gonna be blunt here, he's boring as shit.
He is.
Yeah.
Here's
He comes out smiling a lot as well.
here's the confirmed matches, right? Universal Championship Fatal 4-Way, Brock, Roman.
That's
Joe.
probably the one I'm looking forward to the most.
That's gonna be crazy.
That's why I'm watching. That's
I
why I'm
reckon.
watching.
I reckon either Brock or Joe's gonna win that one.
Right. Does that sounded like the painful, questionable sound of someone who thinks Roman might actually win.
I can't see
I
Roman
want-
winning.
I want Braun to win. I think Lesnar's going to retain.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, well,
I reckon when Lesnar loses,
they-
it will be a one-on-one.
I
be
feel
fair.
like he's gonna. I feel
I'd
like
like
he's gonna
Joe.
be around until WrestleMania.
Actually-
So I don't think Lesnar's gonna lose.
Actually, no. I think Lesnar will lose because he made the thing of I'll leave WWE, and that leaves him out until whatever the next big pay-per-view is, or even Mania when he's.
So he could come back either Rumble or WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Reigns wins.
Well, either way, he's supposed.
No.
All I know is he's supposed to have a match at WrestleMania 34.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
they have him leave for a while, that could explain his next absence.
Other matches: Naomi versus Natalia. I hope Naomi.
What if he
retains.
What if he goes to fight John Bones Jones and he gets his ass kicked?
in UFC?
What happens to his aura then?
I mean, he's always going to have the same sort of aura in WWE. They don't care if he gets killed there. He'll come back and he'll be
Yeah.
dominant as ever. But
I mean, he's been successful there anyway.
yeah. But yeah, so that's that. What if Paul Heyman sides with Roman Reigns or Samoa Joe?
No, there's rumours of him
Pulling
turning
for
on him,
Samoa
isn't there,
Joe.
for Joe?
He's trying to get Joe to win the title. He's pushing that with management or something.
Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, Naomi versus Natalia.
I don't care about that much.
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, nor do I. Naomi
but,
retains. I want Naomi to retain.
Yeah, there's no reason to care about Natalia. There's even less reason to believe that she's going to win the title.
Yeah. All right. Here's
where she just gets no reaction.
a match that you're going to care about even less than that one. Alexa Bliss versus Bayley. I don't care. I really don't.
If it even happens.
Yeah, I mean Alexa Bliss versus anyone, unless it's reverse Nia Jax, then Nia Jax can win.
She's not losing the championship.
Please lose. I want Nia to win. My botch bay.
I mean, like,
Really,
if
isn't Nia
they...
next in line?
What?
Isn't Nia next in line really though?
I guess.
Or they could just throw Sasha in there with no explanation.
Yeah.
And then, as a result, keep her face when she shouldn't be.
Nia it is. No, it'll be Mickey James.
Mickey James.
Mickey Mouse. Alright, next match. I think I know what you two are both going to say who you want to win. Jinder Mahal with the Singh brothers versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Do you want Jinder to win, right, Martin?
Fun fact.
Mhm.
Jinder Mahal is the first person to beat Shinsuke Nakamura since he has come up to the main roster.
Wait, he's beat him?
He's beaten him clean by pinfall on a house show.
Oh, I saw
For
that.
that
I remember
title.
that. Yeah, they don't count house shows. We know that.
They don't count that, but I just thought it was interesting. They're like, oh, what if, guys? No.
Yeah,
Um,
it's weird
Yeah,
that they don't.
Shinsuke's not gonna. He's either going to get screwed over or he's going to win the title. He's not going to get.
I mean, he'll win it and then get screwed anyway. But it's weird that they don't count house shows. So you'd think, oh, let's just make the fans happy there. Nakamura goes over Jinder. No.
To make them go home happy, they have the guy that loses hit their finisher at the end of the show, anyways.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal,
so he probably hit the Kinshasa after he lost.
Jinder Mahal's finish is really boring. I don't understand.
It looks like a half-assed version of a chokeslam where it's like you got all the. It kind of looks similar, but it's got like no impact.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, these guys must be embarrassed lying down for this, right? Like this is weird.
RKO looks reasonable as a finisher.
Mm-hmm.
The
power bomb, something like that, looks.
The Mahal,
reasonable.
The Mahal hug.
Even Mark Henry's world's strongest slam, you could say, well, the guy's huge.
Yeah, it works. He puts a bit of his belly on there.
If he puts some extra oomph into it, it looks fine. Even Cena makes his AA look good sometimes.
True that.
It depends. If he's dropping them like a back body drop, it sucks. But if he's actually like forcing them down, it actually looks decent.
When he gets angry, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like he does that to like especially with smaller opponents. He can just make it look like he just destroys them. Oh. But the Colossus, no,
just no.
Am I supposed to believe that's all it takes? All it takes is one Maggle. No.
Why not one? Why not five?
All it takes is one RKO. Yeah, well, all it takes is one gingerly little light slam. Yeah.
It's fantastic, isn't it? But all right, next
from
match.
Ginger Mahal.
Yay.
The Ginger Slam.
But next match, Neville versus Tozawa for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Free show.
Please no.
They better not. They better not do that again. I swear to God.
Yeah, 2 pay-per-views.
Well,
I will gut somebody.
Orton and Rusev?
It could be really good. Yeah, I think Orton's name alone will be on the main show.
Yep.
It does sound like it's got. That sounds like it's got pre-show written all over it, but they're not going to do that.
If they don't do the Cruiserweight title match on the pre-show, what are they going to put there? Think about it for a second.
The SmackDown Women's Championship.
I don't mind that at all.
And also,
I'm sure there'd be outrage if they did that. Because the women should be on the main show with the men.
I put the Raw Women's Championship on the pre-show.
Either one doesn't matter.
Like what? Because what should be on the pre-show is a match that gets people who are watching it hyped up, and maybe people who don't have the network or something interested in getting SummerSlam.
Put Johnny C versus Barry C on there. That'll be it. That won't be a pre-show.
Nikki Bella versus Lana.
No, fuck off. There could be, I guess they haven't got matches for people like Charlotte and stuff. They could have an impromptu Charlotte and Becky versus Lana and Tamina, because I can see that
Battle Royale.
Because Lana's going to challenge SmackDown. I mean, Lana's going to challenge Charlotte on SmackDown to a one-on-one match and probably get destroyed. And then
SmackDown.
Yeah, and then Tamina's going to, for some reason, tutor her into a AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens with guest referee Shane McMahon.
I mean, I feel like AJ is going to win, and that leads to Kevin Owens versus Shane, which I think was the original plan for SummerSlam, but they pushed it off for some reason.
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling about that match.
Me too.
I think it's going to be a close call, and then Owens is going to get pissed off, push Shane or something, he's going to DQ him, and then that's going to set up a fight. And
I think you could get physical altercation with Shane, but say Shane hits back after he gets punched in the face or something, and then AJ pins Kevin. I don't know, just something.
Yeah, something's gonna happen.
It's not gonna be a clean finish.
It's never a special guest referee for no reason. Like
the referee either gets into it with the superstar, or they miss something stupid, like Triple H missing John Cena's foot on the ropes at SummerSlam 2012 in the title unification match. I'm gonna be the referee so I can make sure that the job gets done right, and then he does something fucking stupid.
It doesn't get done right.
Never gets done right. Randy Orton versus
then
Rusev.
that leads to Kevin Nash with the.
Yeah.
Watching China over quad.
Yeah.
OMG, Kevin Nash, WTF,
Yeah.
thought he was dead, LOL.
His face after that.
I know.
Perfection.
But yeah, we got Orton versus Rusev. Don't really care.
Go Rusev.
I hope so.
That's all I care about. I mean,
Randy Orton has a losing streak and then turns heel because he's not interesting as a face.
Not interested as a heel either.
That's true. He's kind of boring now. Your time is
About
up.
being a
Your
legend
time
killer.
is now. You can't see me. I'm old as fuck.
Go back to being a
who's
legend killer.
Cena gonna face?
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin, yeah.
At the end of SmackDown, after the show went off the air, Baron Corbin
Oh, I
came
missed
out
that.
and attacked
Oh, okay.
Shinsuke with a briefcase, and then Cena came to make the save. And
Okay, so
I ate him for a table.
so in that case, Baron Corbin
Over
will
Cena.
definitely cash in if he loses to Cena,
Yeah.
Mhm.
because the Money in the Bank contract winner always seems to lose a match on the same night.
But
they
saying
cash in.
that,
Rollins?
Cena is advertised for Raw pay-per-views after SummerSlam, so he could lose
Oh yeah,
and go to Raw. It doesn't make sense.
oh that's true.
He could put over Baron
See,
Corbin on
for
SmackDown.
once, they could actually do the smart thing and put over the Money in the Bank winner before they cash in
Yeah,
to make them
Like
look like a
Damien.
believable champion.
Damien McMahon.
please don't.
He will be missed.
Yeah,
He'll be
yeah.
missed.
And the last confirmed match is the New Day versus the Usos for the Tag Team Championship.
I hope they can top what they've already done.
Yeah, because that
I mean-
that Battleground match was the only good thing about Battleground.
It was lit
Mhm.
AF.
It was really good. I feel the New Day winning though. Actually, no, I don't know, because who would they face afterwards?
I don't know who's going to win.
Maybe and it wouldn't feel right to just take the New Day's championships off them again.
Well, I mean, think about the very legitimate heel teams like the Ascension.
Hmm.
there's
What are
loads.
the other heel teams on the brand?
Anyone can take seriously.
What? How many teams are there on SmackDown in general? You've got the Ascension, you've got
Three?
the Usos, the New Day, and Breezango. You don't have the Hype Bros anymore, really.
I mean, they didn't like officially break up, but they just have been off TV now
yeah,
again.
and Mojo was
Uh,
getting weird with. Yeah.
I thought Ryder was going to turn heel. I thought Zack Ryder was going to turn heel.
Yeah, you might as well turn Mojo heel because he's
Because
already.
they
He's
they
already-
seem to want Mojo to be a big baby face or whatever, even if it's not working.
No, the way they're doing it now
Um,
though is it looks like Mojo's going to go heel because he's the one who gets booed anyway, and
That's fine, because people still want to cheer Zack Ryder.
exactly. So it makes sense to have the opposite way around.
There's been rumours about him being released.
Oh,
Who?
Ryder.
Oh, that
I honestly,
that'd be
don't,
unfortunate. He's still over.
I honestly don't care about him though.
I don't care about him, but I still tune in. I still like to see him win if I don't know.
I don't know, but we'll see how that
Like a
goes.
WrestleMania.
But that's the SummerSlam card, peeps. That's everything.
And any others that are not confirmed but are pretty obvious?
Not really.
I don't think so.
No.
Wait, who are the Hardys against?
I mean, they'll probably have them against the Revival again or something.
and
No good.
Gallows and Anderson in a triple threat.
And Gal's triple threat. Yeah, that would be a decent match.
Maybe
I
a
think.
number one contenders match to actually have some meaning behind it.
Oh yeah. I think Rollins and Ambrose versus the Revival could be.
That would be
nuts out.
interesting.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty.
I don't
good.
think they should rush into something like that because
No.
you don't want neither team can really afford to
They
lose.
should take their time with it. Yeah.
But yeah, they'd probably have them go up against the Club or something. So I could see, if they made that a number one contenders match, I could see the Club winning.
Yeah. So can I.
What do you guys
Um,
think about Stephanie apparently coming back soon?
I honestly couldn't give less of a fuck.
That's why I asked.
I've had my fucking too much of fucking authority in the last 400 years on wrestling. So
It's been a long
Yeah.
time.
yeah, great. It's been great without them. Fucking hell.
Hmm.
I don't.
They died.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to really talk about though? To be honest.
We pretty much covered everything from the year so far and got predictions in.
I'm just trying to think what else there's to talk about. I mean, I've got an interesting list here of. This list is the last wait, what's this? Hang on. The list of times Cena has lost clean in the last 10 years. It's only happened 14 times that he's lost clean in 10 years. In the last 10 years, he's lost clean 14 times, and they were to Shawn Michaels in 07, The Great Khali in 07, Triple H in 08, Batista in 08, Big Show in 09, Triple H in 09, and then apparently didn't lose a match clean for another 3 years after that, because his next one was apparently The Rock in 2012, he lost clean, Daniel Bryan in 2013, Brock Lesnar 2014, Kevin Owens 2015, Del Rio 2015, Styles 2016, Dean Ambrose 2016, and Nakamura 2017.
GG.
Apparently he's only lost clean
So
14
a
times.
lot of them are, so more of them are pretty recent.
Yeah.
He's actually maybe a little more willing to put people over.
Yeah, a lot of them are recent ones. He's getting there, bless him.
Hold on.
Oh, wicked. You gonna throw it again?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Blop, blop.
But yeah,
I was like, you can't see it, but I'll still throw it.
Yeah.
Do.
I'm just trying to think what else there is to talk about. To be honest.
Pages. 11. What's this about Paige Mountain coming back that you said about?
Oh, she went on the radio, some radio station thing with ADR, Mr. Del Rio, and he said he's coming back from a suspension, and she said she's going back to WWE soon. So who knows about that?
All right.
As long as Alberto Del Dicker don't come back, then I'm fine.
As long as what? Yeah, he's not going to come back. No way.
Alberto Del Dicker.
He definitely won't come back. He'll go back to GFW, Impact Wrestling, Owl City, Anthem, whatever it's called these days.
Where it deserves to be.
Yeah, pretty much.
As
Complaining
long as she
about
doesn't
it.
make a sex tape with Del Rio, I'll be fine.
Oh, that's one I would not want to see.
Yeah, not at all.
I didn't really want to see one with Matt Braddocks, but there we go.
That was but yeah. I honestly don't know what else there is to talk
About
about.
it, isn't it?
I think that's about it. Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to chuck in, Martin?
Would you not think if Paige does come back, that she's going to get all that kind of shit?
I wouldn't mind her coming back with the State of the Raw Women's Division, to be honest.
she could really add something to that.
They could use anybody at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, do you think they're going to bring up the whole, like, the fans going to start chanting like this about the sex video and shit?
Oh, they probably will.
I don't know, because they didn't really do it with Xavier Woods. To be honest.
Well,
They've
for
only-
some reason,
they've
all
only-
the focus was on him.
No,
Mr.
they've
Who's
only
on the title.
not really acknowledged. I mean, they acknowledged it like once or twice when they were like a week after it. They were like Kofi and Big E backstage were like, Xavier, do you have something you want to tell us? And then obviously in the rap battle they acknowledged it, but
That was fucking good.
I think that WWE are a bit more self-aware now what goes on outside. So
Yeah.
the letter O in AJ Styles stands for overrated.
Right.
What?
There's no O in AJ Styles, so it's not overrated. Oh, that's quite good. Oh yeah, and I guess we can end it on this. Goodbye, Eva Marie. No one gives a shit.
Goodbye. Oh, what was it Rusev said?
Nah.
I love it when a legend retires.
Hey.
Suck my dick.
Uh,
And that's it, I think, honestly. Like,
no, you don't want her to do that because she'll botch it.
Oh shit. She'll probably bite it off.
Yeah.
Anyway, oh god.
So, I guess every week now, right?
Yeah, every Saturday it should be.
When possible.
Yeah, welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back to we're almost a year olds technically.
With 2 videos. It's so bad.
Happy anniversary! Yes,
Yeah,
we did it.
The effort we put into this channel for the first year was fantastic. I mean, fair enough, obviously, there's time zones and stuff, but you know,
Time zones and my work schedule was shit for so long.
but hey,
Nah.
we're
Now I'm like Monday to Friday.
we're getting there now, so
Yeah.
things are looking good. So you're welcome, everyone. We're gonna be doing
Video or two during the week. Maybe?
yeah, hope maybe like Tuesday, Thursdays, and then
Oh, sweet.
You're welcome.
yeah. So yeah. Goodbye.
All right, isn't it?
Videos every Tuesday, Thursday. Maybe we'll see. We'll figure that out later.
Once we get that started, yeah.
Yeah, there will definitely be a stream every Saturday though. That's the thing.
Yes.
Apart from the 12th, I won't be here on the 12th.
I guess.
But I guess on ones where we can't do a Saturday, we'll find another day to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's see. If you want to stick your Twitter, I don't know who's watching it now, but if you want to stick your Twitter in the
Stick my goat.
What?
right in there, and maybe like the chat or something. Oh, never mind. Remove any web addresses and try again. Well, never mind. The settings need to be edited, I guess, to allow that. So doesn't matter. Yeah.
Oh.
Already here.
So I'm pretty active on Twitter, and I think you guys are fairly active.
I'm relatively active on Twitter. Yeah.
Tweet more.
So like I'll always tweet before doing any sort of stream or like video or whatever. So
Yeah.
you'll be able to get pretty good heads up when we go on.
Yeah. We'll always let peeps know.
Yeah.
Purple!
But yeah, thank you for Martin for being here again.
No, welcome, people. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you, world's biggest Roman Reigns lover.
And yeah, and we'll see you next Saturday unless there's a video. But
I love my Samoan bulldozers.
You love nice Samoan bulldozers. What?
Hi.
What?
Hello.
What?
What?